everybody, and welcome to another episode of United Gamedom Podcast, episode 55. Random episode, of course. This is not weekly anymore. I think you guys know that now. So for the one or two people who are still listening to this, welcome. I'm here, and I'm here with the greatest North Ireland export of all time.
Northern Irish
Northern
export.
Irish export of all time. Darren Moore, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Night off as well, just great. Just relaxing, chillaxing with your good self. Talking
Yeah.
about video games and whatever else comes into our fucking heads.
Yeah, we started talking about a little bit about video games before coming, I guess not online, but coming on to the podcast.
Yeah.
So
We always tend to we get on and then we talk about certain things for 20, 30 minutes beforehand and then we start recording.
Yep.
That's always been a premise.
Yep. We wanted to do a GTA 5 exclusive podcast, but I think we're going to go and talk about other games because we've been playing other stuff besides Grand Theft Auto, which we'll
That's
get.
just to say we won't talk about it as well.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We have, I think, very diverging opinions about Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, which is good to see though, because I think I actually see that a lot more than I did see with GTA 4 now. Because when GTA 4 came out, I seen a lot of people pretty much just praise that game to death.
Yeah.
And I was I was in the minority that said, I didn't think that game was all that great.
Yeah.
But this time around with GTA 5 out, I see a lot of mixed opinions.
Yeah,
It's
it's
nice to see now.
pretty much all over the place, I think, for the GTA 5 opinions, especially for online, which I think you haven't played, so I'll talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, I tried it though. I gone on launch day, couldn't because it was broken, and then I tried
Yeah.
a bit afterwards. I did a few missions, and then the game kind of sort of the server sort of crashed. I think our game kind of froze on me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that technically didn't freeze, the console didn't freeze, but it just stayed on the skyline, up the top down position, and just stayed there. It definitely was okay, this fucked up on me. I didn't try it since.
All sorts of fantastic bugs in that game that we'll get into a little bit later on because I think we want to talk about other games before that, and I think another game that you and I have been playing recently, right? We're playing right now, I guess. It's another game that's been getting polarizing reviews and polarizing thoughts. It's called Beyond Two Souls, which came out this week, last Tuesday. It's been getting mixed reviews. Some
Yeah.
people say it's not a game, that it's more of a movie. It's a interactive movie that's boring as hell and yada yada yada. And other people praise it as being the second coming of Christ. So,
I don't think I'll go that far now.
well, I don't know. It's some people are just getting on their knees in front of that game and saying, "Oh my God, it's fantastic," and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, flipping bowing down to our Lord, our Master, David Cage.
So, yeah,
We love you, David.
the very emotional David Cage. So, which reminds me, did you watch the feedbackular for this week?
Yes, I did. I just watched it there this morning, I believe it was, which was pretty funny. Taking the mick.
Who did they yell? It's just, David!
Sean!
Sean, yeah.
Sean!
The other one just crying next to him.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fantastic. But yeah, so polarizing reviews from that game. I guess I'll go with you, Darren. You've been playing it. How far along are you in the?
I just got to the chapter called the homeless chapter.
Oh, okay.
That's where I
Yes.
got to, and then I
Yes.
seen this morning though with Stephanie said she got to that chapter and the game froze on her, and she started it. She fucking, I think she started again, and I think she installed the game again or something. Same
Yep.
thing happened. No, she got to that chapter, game frozen. I think she exchanged it. And then she got to that point again, and it's still frozen her. And she had to, I think, start over the game again, which really
That's
sucks.
yeah, that's really weird because I played that chapter last night and nothing happened. I had read Stephanie's comments and I was like, oh my god, I hope it doesn't freeze. Hope it
Yeah,
doesn't crash. But everything went fine, so I don't know. I don't know why she's having all sorts of problems. I have a very old PS3, of course. I have the 40 gigabyte PS3.
Yeah, mine's like 5 years old at this point now. I got mine with Metal Gear Solid 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 5 odd years ago now. So
You have the chunky one, right? Like I do.
yeah,
Okay.
got
So
the George Foreman grill
yeah,
edition.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't. Does she have a slim? I think she has a PS3 slim, right?
I think she does now. I think she got it now. I don't know.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe problems with the slim one. I don't know. But I had no difficulty at all, and
Yeah, but I haven't really seen anyone else say they have had problems with it though. I don't think it's been said. It's sort of just happened to her, which kind of sucks though. Like I really do hate when that happens. Like something like along those lines happens. It's sort of out of your control, and fucking have to start the game all over again. It
kind of sucks.
It dampens your like enjoyment of the game a little because of that.
Yeah, because it's pretty much based on what are you going to answer at certain points. It's like it comes down to the same result, but it depends on what your answers will be. If you're more fearful of talking, if you decide to do stuff instead of other stuff, and
yeah, if you want to be like more open, or do you want to be more reserved and things like that. Now, like there's a particular chapter though where you can sort of be that stuff where she's invited to this like party to talk to other people her age.
Assholes, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what you did there now, but I was kind of a bit open though. I talked to the boy, kissed him, and then I showed them my powers, and then they told me that they called me a witch and then locked me up in the cupboard like Harry Potter.
yeah, I did exactly the same thing. I opened up and ended up dancing with the dude and kissing him and all that, and then they all turn on you when you show them your powers.
Yeah, and then there's a choice at the end as well where you can either leave or revenge.
Yeah, exactly.
I chose to leave.
You chose to leave?
Yes. You did the revenge, did you?
Oh man, I was so pissed. I said, "Yeah, you guys are gonna regret this." So
no, I was I was deciding now what to do for a second. Am I gonna do this here? I was deciding though.
yeah, and if you're
I wasn't entirely sure. I wasn't gonna okay, leave.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not fast enough, one choice disappears, or
they sort of go towards a certain choice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you have to be. I found that out yesterday. So because there was a point I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And I saw the other choices fade out, and one stay, and was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I pressed a button really fast. So yeah, I really wanted to get back at those kids. So I chose revenge, and Aiden just fucked them up. So that was great. So what are your thoughts on?
I'm really liking it thus far, though. I don't know. Like the thing is, though, when I was playing it, though, and just thinking about over the last few days, so I think I really like this game because it just reminds me of certain ways of Shenmue. It's particularly the QTE events that happen in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the QTE events in Shenmue, there's sort of cinematic ones in it though as well. But in that game, came out over 10 years ago now, and there is QTs in this as well. It's pretty much a lot of QTs in this game. It's QT Central, and also there's there's certain parts of the game where you're just doing menial jobs. You're just doing little wee tasks going outside or getting the bottle of oil or something for your mother to bring in and things like that. Now, and that's kind of what Shenmue was as well. All you really do is walk around, talk to people, do these little sort of menial tasks that a lot of people a lot of people find that boring. They find that game really boring because that's all you really did. You didn't do much else except fighting and that there. But there's other people really enjoy it, just enjoyed the experience. As you know, Shenmue is one of my favorite games of all time, and I don't know. I think that's probably the reason why I really like Beyond, because it just reminds me of Shenmue in certain ways.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the manial things, like the little things that you do, I think there are less of them in this one than there was in Heavy Rain. I think Heavy Rain had more of them, but I don't mind, like going outside and playing in the snow and just watching TV or going upstairs, grabbing your doll and just looking at your doll and just little stuff like that. I think it makes it more human instead of okay, bang bang, shoot shoot, kill everybody and have no emotion and whatever. Just continue on to your next chapter and do stuff. I think I like games like that. So when there's emotion behind everything. So people say it's too emotional. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I like it. I really there are things that get on my nerves. I don't like controlling Aiden at all. I just find it, I don't know, just
I don't really have a huge problem with Nathan whatsoever, though.
I don't have problem controlling him. I mean, it just it's like, hey Aiden, can you push this? Hey Aiden, can you do this? It's like, okay, press the button, go to the thing, push the door, open the door.
Push the analog sticks back or into each other or whatever.
You didn't have that in Heavy Rain, of course. I don't. The whole Aiden thing. I don't. It's in the game. It's two souls. It's like you're playing two characters at the same time. But I don't know. It's just I don't have a problem with Aiden per se, but not really fond of controlling Aiden, I guess I would say. So,
I think that's one of the. I don't know. I didn't really look up the reviews, and I don't know if you read reviews there. But was that one of the reasons why people disregard the game? Didn't really think too much of it.
I didn't really. I don't really bother in reading other people's reviews. Like I'll watch video reviews or stuff like GameSpot and stuff like that, but I don't really bother reading a review except if it's a game that I really, really want to know more about, because I think reviews give a little bit too much away these days. So I try to avoid that, but
some reviews now tend to be spoiler free as possible, and there's other ones that pretty much just like flat out sort of spoil certain parts of the game, which kind of suck.
Mm-hmm. But I haven't read reviews, but in my opinion, I don't really enjoy controlling Aiden or Aiden around or whatever.
The problem, I really I know I've said I've enjoyed the game. That the only problem I've had thus far is some of the, when it does the slow mo QT thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard to figure out which direction you actually have to hit. Like there's points in it where it's pretty obvious you have to hit left or right. Mm-hmm. There's other times it's like, okay, do I have to hit right here or do I have to hit up?
Yeah.
And sometimes you feel like, okay, I hit up. Oh, okay, that was wrong. It flashed red, meaning, oh, that was wrong. It should have been right then. And just some of the angles, so sometimes it just feels like, okay, it's kind of hard to figure out which way I have to hit here.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of screwed like a few times up there now, like during the Hunter chapter and the Condenser chapters especially. There's like a lot of them there as well, and a few times I kind of screwed up a little though, but luckily I did like I didn't get caught in the Hunter chapter whatsoever. I would assume you can get caught.
Yeah.
I didn't. I escaped. And the Condenser chapter, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if you can like get killed or something, or get knocked out or something there now.
No, you can't. You can't die in the game. So
yeah, I can't die in the game, but if you get like sort of like knocked out or something, or like can you feel that, or is just like okay, you just failed here, you just restart the checkpoint or something now? Because we all know in Heavy Rain now, like there's points in that game where certain characters and it can die. I was like, oh, they're not coming back.
Yeah.
So to continue, so he's going to continue in this different direction now because a character that you took control of died.
Yeah. Well, in this situation is only Jody, so
yeah.
You can't really die. They said so anyway in the review. You can't die.
There are multiple endings though.
Yeah. You can screw up. I mean, I've screwed up countless times, but you can't screw up, and I think it always comes back to the same. Like there's this ending to a chapter that has to be there. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
always comes back to the same point, no matter how much you screw up.
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. Like, it's not like I've screwed enough times so that like, oh, I got caught or like I shot more or this or checkpoint. Like I didn't like screw up enough times in the hunted chapter. It's like, okay, I got caught. That means I have to restart. I want to restart this or something. I didn't do that now. Like I got away luckily enough. And same thing with the condenser chapter with the fucking freakazoid entities.
Yeah. My God, I jumped in a couple of spots in that chapter. Jeez Louise. That was a scary one.
I like the thing as well, like the this is kind of going a bit into spoiler territory now, for just to let you guys know now.
Yeah, didn't want to spoil too much, but we'll try not to say too much.
But like we haven't really progressed that far in the game now. Like we're like you're further ahead than I am. Though I just start like I'm on the homeless chapter now, which is like about 3-4 hours into the game. So
I'm a little further. I'm in the Navajo chapter, the one where she goes into the desert.
Right.
So I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like I was one of the where she's like fighting, shooting at people, I presume.
She goes into a desert and she goes into this home and she starts eating dinner with people.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not where she's fighting like in the Middle East or whatever now.
No, it's not the army. It's not the CIA one.
Okay.
It's not the CIA one, but some chapters, like yesterday, I did a couple of chapters because there are some chapters when she's a little girl that are really, really fast, like very quick. Like the chapters maybe 5 minutes or something like that. So it's not very. Some of them are very long, like the one that you're doing right now, the homeless one, is kind of long.
The hunted one was really long.
Yeah, the hunted one is pretty long.
Like once when she skipped on the motorcycle there at the end, like over the bridge, I thought that was it, and then it went to this town. It's like, Jesus, still going?
Yeah, still going on. And then doesn't she escape at the end or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing as well is, I find this interesting as well. It's not like in chronological order.
Yeah.
The split they go between different timelines.
I think that's cool. I think that's fun.
I actually do like that though.
Yeah.
Like it starts at this certain point, the prologue, and then it goes pretty much back in time. And I'm sure like the last sort of like parts of those games would probably be like leading up to that actual prologue, which would be pretty cool. Or it might be something like a bit afterwards as well.
Yeah.
So like pretty much like one point you might be a bit more older Jodie, and then next chapter you're a young child again, doing little wee tasks.
Yeah. Getting frightened by monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean I enjoy it. I think it's it's a pretty the homeless chapter I think is a very emotional chapter. Yeah, you'll see that when you play it. I think it's actually had a little lump in my throat at one point. It's really.
What do you think of the performances of this game? Because that's pretty much what a lot of people have been saying, though, that the performances in this game are pretty.
I think they're
pretty great.
They're fantastic. I think.
I actually agree. I think Alan Page and that there has done a great job.
I think Willem Dafoe's pretty good. The homeless guy that you'll meet in this chapter is very good. Like the main homeless guy. I can't remember his name. He's pretty good. He's very good even. I think Ellen Page pretty much drives the whole thing. She's really good.
Yep, fellow Canadian.
Yep, she is. So yeah, she's very good. I think the acting performances are great. The story is very good so far. There's other thing that I don't really particularly enjoy. It's controlling Jodie. I think it's really sluggish. Like I was trying to walk at one point and it's like turning around in circles. I didn't know why because there was something stuck when you're in the house and you're going down in the basement to get the garage to get the oil, I think, or the flour.
The olive oil it was.
Mm-hmm. So I got stuck at one point. I got stuck in the door, and I was like, I can't, and you can't see anything because it's really dark. Sounds
Yeah, you
like
could put on a light or something, but it's like very dark and it was like a speck of a light though. It was like, okay, I still can't see shit.
yeah. Sounds like, okay, do I need to use Aiden here? So I flick Aiden, then there's nothing to do anywhere in the house. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? I couldn't see that she was stuck on something. I had to put my contrast really, really high. Like my brightness, I mean, really, really high to see where I was. I was like, oh, geez, I'm stuck in the door. So I turn around, and I think she tends to get stuck, and the movement is really sluggish for the character. I don't know if you find
Yeah,
that.
the controls, I don't find them absolutely horrible,
No,
like,
no,
but they're
not
not
horrible.
necessarily the best either, though. Like, yeah, I think as well, like certain parts, though, she kind of walks very slow. Like during the condenser sequence, especially.
Hmm.
I wish there was like a little button just to press just to let her like jog a little or something.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she's just like, but I assume that's probably they wanted to make it that way, just so she's a bit hesitant. She doesn't want to like run into the swing of things
Yeah, of
now. She's
course.
just
Yeah.
like just walking slowly
It's
because
not Resident Evil or anything.
yeah, you don't know what the hell's gonna come out of the flipping shadows or whatever though.
Hmm.
Like I really enjoyed those though, and I really liked the haunted one because I just found them kind of intense. So like I didn't want to fuck up. There was, oh man, I don't want to get caught here. I want to try to escape from this place. So
Hmm.
and all that there. Like I just found them, and like when you had to shut down the condenser though, and fight the entities and like Aiden helps you out there
Hmm.
as well. It's like, oh man, I just want to do this. So fuck,
Yeah.
getting
Not get
getting
caught. Not get.
yeah, get fucked up here now.
Hmm.
Like I actually haven't gotten like I have to restart this thing yet, or
Hmm.
got caught or something.
At the end of the chapters, you get trophies probably for doing stuff. And so at the end of some chapters, I don't get trophies, and I'm like, oh fuck, what did I miss? What did I do wrong? What did I screw
Yeah,
up here?
I looked at some of the trophy. Didn't look at the actual trophy descriptions now because I'll be basically spoiled. But I
Spoiling,
looked at
yeah.
some. Yeah, but I did see that one where you get a trophy for doing the revenge part
Hmm.
when she's at the party, which I didn't. I didn't do. I didn't get a trophy for that whatsoever then because I just left.
Hmm. What happens if you just leave? He comes pick you up, and that's it.
No,
Uh,
I think she just left though, and I think it just sort of faded to black then.
okay, because if you take revenge, which I did, you get reminded throughout the game that you took revenge at that party against those kids, and you get reminded, well, you remember what Aiden did back at the party? Blah, blah, blah. So
Okay.
yeah, I think it influences a little bit the story, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things I do like about this game as well. That's the things like I liked about Heavy Rain because
Hmm.
each especially when Heavy Rain came out though, like you can talk to plenty people about that game and each person would have a slightly different experience than yourself.
Hmm.
Same
Exactly.
same way of like kind of along the lines of The Walking Dead as well,
Hmm. Yep.
where I chose this option. Oh, but no, I chose this option. How is it going to be different from my experience then?
Yep. Yep.
Like I chose Doug in the end of the first episode, and I was pretty much one of the only ones who actually did that because everyone else chose Carly.
That's true.
I was like, fuck Carly, she was a dumb bitch. She couldn't fucking get a bloody radio to work, so she had to fucking go. She put the fucking batteries in the wrong way,
Yeah.
and people fucking saved her. Really?
Well, I was kind of at that point. I was kind of too nervous, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I kind of ended up saving her instead of Doug. So then I didn't want to go back and say, "Oh no, I'll run restart." So maybe I'll play it on PC and replay the whole series on PC, so I can continue on PC. We'll see. But yeah, I think Beyond reminds me of a whole lot of other games that rely on story and not really action to get things moving.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Like
like
Gone
The
Home.
Walking Dead
Hmm.
is like it is a game. An adventure game at the end of the day. It's not like a really, it's not like a adventure game like the old ones like Monkey Island along those lines. But it is still an adventure game.
Hmm.
But it's more of interactive though because you have these choices. There's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
You're not doing a whole lot of like various puzzles or anything like that now. You just pretty much go to this point, get this item, use this item in a certain other point. It's just pretty much really easy stuff. And yeah, people love that game.
Hmm.
Absolutely loved it. There's people out there, there's detractors out there they think that game's not a game.
Yep.
There is, and it's the same way with Beyond Two Souls. It's like this game's not really a game per se.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pretty much it's just an interactive movie. I still think it's a game.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like there's games out there that I don't think they're pretty much games. They're a bit more, like there's people out there like there's certain games out there like they're classified as visual novels.
Yeah.
And that's why they're called visual novels because it's pretty much you just read a lot of text and you have like choices and there might be a puzzle here or two.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all you do in those kind of games. It's not like they're visual novels.
Yeah.
More than the games per se.
And I know, I played Gone Home this year, and there's like basically no gameplay in that. You're just picking up stuff and looking at stuff, and it's pretty much story driven the entire time. But I love that game.
Yeah, To the Moon.
To the Moon is another one. Yeah.
Another example is pretty much the gameplay in that game is pretty much secondary.
Yeah. Pretty much there is gameplay, but it's very very secondary.
Yeah, it's pretty much all you do is like these slider puzzles.
Yeah. And
there's a few other things, but that's pretty much the consistent of it.
Yeah, that game story is absolutely phenomenal. So it's sometimes you just have to put your Call of Duty mentality behind and try other stuff, see how it is.
Yeah, but I like it. Yeah, there's people out there not gonna love Beyond though, and like that's okay. That's just your opinion anyway. You're not gonna love it though.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna love games like To the Moon. You're not gonna like games like Shenmue and like these sort of more like. Well, Shenmue had a lot of gameplay anyway, but like games are a bit more interactive per se than actually just go run and gun or kill loads of enemies or like things like that now.
Loot and
proper games that you played back in the day, like with high scores and things like that now.
Yeah. But, I think it's a new medium and, it's still very enjoyable. I think you need some games like that along the line too, like Brothers is another one. So.
I still got to play it. I got it now, but I have to play it. I'll probably play it when I'm off.
You haven't played Brothers yet?
No. I got it though, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay. It's a very...
Rich Gala played it and really liked it.
Yeah, I loved it. It's a very good game.
A lot of people really like that game. And I know I'd like it. I know I'll definitely like it as well.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very good game. So, so that's Beyond, I guess. Other stuff you've been playing? I don't want to talk about, GTA 5 quite yet. Let's talk about other stuff.
I haven't really played a whole lot of else, to tell you the truth, though. I'm still playing a certain game that I talked about in the last month. Yeah. I'm still playing Final Fantasy 14 Online or Realm Reborn. I'm still playing that fucking game. It's been out over a month now. Yes, and I'm still playing it. So you could say I'm a bit addicted to that game. It's probably my most played game of this year now. I probably put more hours into that game than I did Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni ended up with about 48 hours or so. I think it was 48 hours into that game, and I'm sure I probably put at least 50, maybe more, into Final Fantasy 14 now. I don't know, just something about that game. Like, I don't know why. It's a lot, like, there's a lot of boring ass stuff in that game. Like, most of the quests are kind of, the same MMO crap. Go kill X number of enemies, pick up X number of go to here, talk to this guy, go here, talk to this guy. But I don't know, it's just something about it though. Maybe because it's to me more accessible though, especially what they say with the controller.
Yeah.
Not there, like I love using the controller though, and I had a bit of a brick wall this week though, because there's like the thing in this one is this pretty much has a story. Like some MMOs, they tend to have a bit of a story, I guess, but that's not really the focus. But this one does have a story though. Like there's these cutscenes with like text. Some of the cutscenes have voice dialogue. Some of them just pretty much have text. But this one does have a story though, and during the story though, you fight these three like, creatures like known as primals, and they're three sort of Final Fantasy sort of staple things. Like One of them's Ifrit, like the flame one. Another one's is Titan, is Earth, and then there's this one called Garuda, which is like wind, like this wind primal.
Mm-hmm.
And holy shit, I had a hit of a brick wall trying to fucking beat her with a party. Because good God, was she annoying as hell. Because it's an MMO, and like I pretty much the only times I've ever team partied up with people is when you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is when you have to do a dungeon, when you have to fight a primal. That's when you have to party up with people. Pretty much everything else I've done in this game, I pretty much have done solo, because you can't really do that game solo apart from those points, because it's not necessarily very difficult to play. Unlike Final Fantasy 11, where after a certain point you had to party up, you could not do shit solo,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore I'm glad the fact is they fixed that there for this game, because I just didn't really want. I just wanted to go my own pace, so just wanted to go and level up as fast or like slowly as I want to, rather than having to be with this group of pirates like, hey, would you hurry up though and get the fucking 50 faster, man? No,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Screw that shit. So yeah, I had to fight Garuda though. I had to, I think the last two the primals I did, I had to do 2 parties. I forget. I might have just had to have one with Ifrit now,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2. Titan was the same way. I had to do 2 parties. Had to fight. I had to do another party with it before I beat it. It took me 5 parties to beat Garuda, which is pretty bad,
Okay.
because I got teamed up with a bunch of people though, because the way you have to enter dungeons and fight these primals is you use this thing called the duty finder, which is pretty much, hey, just activate this. You're basically searching for people who's actually also doing this fight, who want to join up. It's pretty much like a dungeon looker, search for dungeon, like people doing a dungeon or doing this primal. And sometimes it takes a fucking while. Like usually, like I had to wait like maybe over 30 minutes each time before I got into a party to fight the primal. It just took forever. And yeah, it took me 5 parties to beat it. It's like yesterday I finally got a party. We did a few times, but the third time we did it, and after I died, I just basically yelled out a great big yes.
Mm.
Because there's those times in games where you just really love it. It's just like, yes, I fucking finally beat you, you bastard.
Yeah.
We can all vouch for that. We've all had those moments, and that was one of those moments for me yesterday. So I could actually go back to enjoying the game again, because I pretty much hit a brick wall, because there was nothing else for me to do. I couldn't do any more quests, pretty much, until I beat that boss. I couldn't continue on with the main storyline, of course, until I beat it, and thankfully enough I did beat it.
Mm-hmm.
So we can continue on. The max level is 50. I'm level 45 now, and this will be the first MMO I've actually hit max level at. I'm getting towards the end of the main story now. There's a main story, like I said, and then there's like end game content, which I probably won't do. I just want to finish the main story, then probably maybe dabble with the end game content, and then I'll put that game to rest and move on with my life.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
And then get withdrawal systems, and then go back to it again.
Yeah.
Now I'll probably go back to it once there's like an expansion or something, right? And it's like, hey, they raised the level cap now. Then there's this whole new area to explore, which hopefully they do, because there's been a fair few expansions for Final Fantasy 11, so hopefully they do the same here. But I don't know if they will or not, because 11 came out at a different time. But yeah, and I played Mario & Luigi Dream Team on the Nintendo 3DS, which I've had that game for 3 months now, and I've still yet to finish it, because I only really play at work,
Mm-hmm.
and I just go very, very slow, make slow progress. But finally in the last dungeon in that game, Neo Bowser Castle, and that is definitely my least favourite Mario & Luigi game. Definitely. It is so fucking tedious.
Okay.
There's certain parts of that game fucking drag. It's like, really, I have to do this, and then it fucking couldn't have just ended like fucking an hour ago. I have to go through this other part. It's like, oh man.
I think that was a underappreciated. I think not a whole lot of people like that game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it got mixed reviews as well.
Mhm.
For some ones I liked it, other ones didn't think too much of it though. Like, I love Mario Luigi. I love I like the first one.
Mhm.
The second one I liked as well. I loved the last one, Bowser's Inside Story. I absolutely loved that game. That was definitely one of my favorite games of that year, 2009. And like when I heard this, there was a new one coming out for the 3DS. I was like, oh, great, another great addition to the series. I was like playing it though. I was like, the gameplay in that there is still fun as hell though. Like the story is nothing special. The humor's not that great.
Mhm.
It's just really, but there's just so much tedious stuff. It's just certain things that drag on. Like this point of game, you pretty much have to collect these 5 items to make this bed. Then you have to go to a certain area to activate it though, and then you have to go in this other area to fight this boss. And it's like, jeez Louise. It just drags on.
Yeah.
I think this is actually the longest one though, and for not a good reason. It just tends to, like, I don't know. I'm getting near the end of it though, and I just kind of want to get it over and done with though.
No.
It's not. I still enjoy the game though, but it's definitely my least favorite of the 4. Which probably be saying some people would be like, okay, you like the second one more than this one because second one gets a bad rap. So it's pretty much the general consensus. So it's like, yeah, 1 and 3 is great. Second one, not so much. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
why is that? I think because people fucking hate Baby Mario Luigi with a passion. Because that was the thing with the second one was Partners in Time.
Mhm.
Where you pretty much play as Mario Luigi and Baby Mario Luigi. So,
Okay.
but I liked it as well though. But this one, definitely my least favorite of the 4, sorry. And I'm like nearly 40 hours into that game though, so that goes to show how long it is.
Damn.
Fucking like I've had it for 3 months now. I've been playing it like sort of pretty much on and off in a bit though. Pretty much playing at work though, making very little progress each time. Going slowly, getting slowly to the end of the game. Like I'm on the last dungeon now, and I heard from staff and another person that it's fucking tedious
Yeah.
as well. I was like, oh yeah, more tedious,
More fun.
Yeah.
Do you have you bought Wind Waker HD?
Yes, I have, and I only played it for like maybe an hour or so.
Okay.
I got the limited edition came with the Ganondorf figurine.
Okay.
And I played a bit of it, and good fucking god, that game is fucking gorgeous in HD.
Yeah, it does look pretty good from the quick look that I saw. It looks.
Yeah, the screenshots don't do that game justice. When you actually have a proper HD playing in 1080p or whatever, 720 to 1080p, good, that game just looks absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm.
And there's people out there hate that look.
Okay.
Like when back in was it Nintendo Space World when it showed like these like tech demos for GameCube, they had the like grown up Link from like Ocarina of Time fighting Ganondorf, like that tech demo, and like people, oh man, this is gonna be awesome, new Link Zelda in the GameCube, and then they were actually ready to reveal is, hey, we're going through this whole different look for Link, for Zelda. We're going through this cell shaded animated like cartoon style, and man, people got pissed. The people hate, and still this day, still hate that look.
Okay.
There's people out there who prefer like the mature look, from Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and the like.
Mhm.
I fucking love the look of Wind Waker. Wind Waker is my favorite looking Zelda game.
So you like the cell shaded stuff?
I remember playing it back when it came out and fucking loved playing it because of that stuff. And playing in HD again. I'll play it sometime when there's not much games coming out.
Yeah.
Which would probably maybe be December.
Yeah, maybe January.
I guess. January, yeah, December, January though. Because there's a few other games that I want to play more.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Beyond. I'm getting Sonic Lost World this week things out at the end of the month. W2K14.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Zelda next month, Mario, South Park's out in December, which like, man,
That's a whole lot of games.
just sending that game out today, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. A whole lot of South Parks.
Then again, better off there than fucking bloody in the midst of fucking
July,
Shitsville.
June, July.
No, I mean like the Shitsville of November.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, hey, the Xbox One, Watch Dogs, and Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds is all out in the same day here.
Wow. That's yeah, that's a whole lot of stuff at the same day.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lot of games in November. Well, a couple of games in November. Watch Dogs.
I'm not getting as much as I thought I would do, though.
Okay.
Like, the only games I have pre-ordered, I think, are coming out in November are Watch Dogs and Zelda, and Super Mario 3D World. I think that's it. That's the 3 games I'm getting that month.
You're not getting Ghosts?
Nope. It's an Infinity Ward Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much go see what my thoughts of that are.
You'll wait until it's $10 and maybe you'll grab it.
I'll get when it's on sale though.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get Black Ops there till it went on sale there.
Black Ops 2, yeah.
Yeah, and got it, and I think that's the best Call of Duty campaign it's been since the first Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a different Treyarch. Actually, I prefer the Treyarch Call of Duty games over the last few years over the Activision ones.
Yeah, Treyarch
ones.
Treyarch make better Call of Duty games. That's for certain.
I
That's
think
for damn sure.
I think they do better campaigns.
Yep, they do.
Oh, like when Modern Warfare, it was great campaign.
Yep.
World at War, really liked it as well, especially with co-op. That's the thing I want. That's the thing I really would like that fucking both of them to do again. Hey, have a co-op campaign. Because hey, you're always with someone in those games, pretty much for the most part. So why can't I have a co-op campaign at the end of the day?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the thing that's missing from Call of Duty games and from Battlefield games probably is co-op. I think that people would get into that. I really like
Battlefield 3 had a co-op though, which
it did.
Yeah, it had a co-op. It was different to the main campaign now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's these different sort of selection of missions.
Mm-hmm. But
but Call of Duty, like they had the co-op campaign of World War, and then they had like the co-op mode, Spec Ops.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think but hey, you have your cooperative mode, Zombies, which I couldn't give a rat's
It's
ass
horrible,
about, quite frankly.
Apparently,
I liked Spec Ops, but in Modern Warfare 2, it was I think that was probably my favorite part of that game.
Yeah, but apparently Zombies is more popular than Spec Ops. So
yeah,
go figure. I don't know why. Horrible.
They're making a. They're doing a. I think they're actually making a fucking game solely on that.
Really?
If I'm not
That wouldn't
mistaken.
surprise me. But yeah,
I think I heard that they're actually just doing it.
I don't know why I act surprised. That doesn't even really surprise me at all.
Yeah, because they milk the Call of Duty franchise clean.
Yeah, pretty much
Sucking in the
same way Assassin's Creed is going. So, another game I'm not getting, Assassin's Creed.
They
Black
could end
Flag.
up being fucking brilliant though, but after the disappointment of 3, I am not holding my breath.
And I played 3 to its completion. I think I'm the only person who did that.
I did it.
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Yeah, I think I finished it first.
Oh, you probably did. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and thought the ending was Mass Effect 3 kind of.
God awful. The ending was god awful. That was a really bad ending. But yeah, 3 was a big disappointment. So 4 is going to need to be tremendous, like really awesome for me to say, okay, yeah, I'm getting Assassin's Creed.
I like the setting though. I like the setting looks cool, like the Caribbean though and all that there. I like the setting though, but like, I want them to fix the problems I have
Yeah.
with 3.
Stealth is horrible. Stealth is really bad. So,
Yeah, some of the controls sometimes can be your worst enemy in that game.
yep, pretty much.
Like you want to do one thing and then completely does something else.
Exactly. Like I want stealth like in Dishonored. I know I didn't really enjoy that game, but at least it had good stealth mechanics. Or Mark of the Ninja, where you know exactly
Yeah,
what's going
2D.
on.
Yeah, it's a 2D game. Yeah, and
Yep.
it does better stealth than Assassin's Creed.
Yep. Like I want field of view. I want sound. If they can hear my stuff, if they can see me, cones of vision. Even fucking Grand Theft Auto with the cops had better fucking stealth things than Assassin's Creed. So I don't know. I'm really burnt out on Assassin's Creed, to be honest.
Yeah,
I kind of want that series to go away and come back sometime down the line. So,
I really hope they don't do the same thing with Watch Dogs.
but they will. They will do this.
Yes, if it does, if it goes very successful like Assassin's Creed did, they will,
Of course.
which would be a damn shame. Because I didn't particularly like the first game
Hmm.
that much though.
But it was a big game because it was. I mean, it's a game that you look back and say, oh yeah, that game kind of defined, what it was to be, a stealth game and action game.
Yeah, this open world
Yeah.
game, like this, like going around, running around like an assassin here, doing all this parkour stuff, like jumping off buildings onto another building, and
Yep.
climbing up these towers and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah, like the thing I just didn't like about the first one was just really boring because to me the cities looked kind of the same.
Hmm.
The mission Freddy was kyak.
Yep.
But luckily, like they fixed that pretty much wholeheartedly. They fixed all those problems I had with the first game and the second one.
Which
I love
was
the second
phenomenal.
one. And Brotherhood, they're great games.
Brotherhood
Played
was
a
even
bit of
better.
Yeah, Revelations I played a bit of and just
Yeah. Nope.
nah,
Nope.
didn't really
The o-
get into it.
the only Assassin's Creed I never finished. Revelations.
I never finished the first and third. The first and Revelations are the only ones I never finished. I got to I think the fifth assassination in the first one, and I just like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah.
Got bored.
In the third, when I got to the tower defense, I said, nope, I'm done. No more of that for me. No, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. Never played that game
I
again.
kind of led myself to fucking just push myself to finish the third one though, because there's times in that game I was like, yep, don't really want to finish this, but I just will anyway.
Kicking yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one game right now that I'm really going to have to kick myself several times in the butt to finish. So,
Game of Thrones.
yeah. I really, really am sick and tired of that game. I am so sick and tired of that game. It is unbelievable. I've done a let's play of it, and I'm like, I'm at the very final part in that game, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, you've did that like the last several nights. So I was like, am I going to be at the end of it now? Nope.
Nope, not done yet. Still goes on and on and on and on. And there's some DLC in that game, and I'm like, I don't want to play it. It is, the combat in that is just fucking horrible. Now I just let it go. I just queue up one or two things and just let it go. Just let them fight. And when I see they're dying, then I, interfere and do some stuff. But man, the combat is horrible in that game. It is all sorts of horrible.
So that's pretty much, yeah, one part of it's pretty good, like the story, and then the gameplay, the actual thing that pushes you along the game is pretty much bad, therefore it
Mm-hmm.
makes playing through that game just worse.
Yeah. There are all sorts of glitches, all sorts of, some stuff really, really, like to one point that the frickin' frame rate just drops dramatically. And I don't know, it's a very badly made game. Like, the story's alright, it's getting a little bit too, but, I guess it's okay. The voice acting sometimes is very good, sometimes is very, very horrible. So,
Hamming it up.
yeah, exactly. So, I'm glad I got it for very cheap. because
Yeah, it was only £5. Like, was it $7.50 or $10 or something? Was
I
it?
think it was $7.49, something like that. So
Yeah, it was £5 when I got it as well.
something
And
like
then it's on the Humble Bundle Weekly now.
Yep, it is. If you can get it for cheap, try it out, I guess. But you'll get burned out. I don't know how many hours I have in that game. Let me go check here on my Steam.
I'm sure it's at least 15 or something though, because usually most of your Let's Plays have been about like around the 2 hour mark.
I think it's more than that.
Maybe, yeah, 20 or so, probably 20.
44 hours.
That can't be fucking possible. And you certain points of the game you probably just let it run.
Yeah, maybe some certain points I let it run, but it says 44 hours on Steam. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, that can't be right. You couldn't fucking play that game for 44 hours. You'd fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, I think Steam is fucked because it says I've played 25 hours of Aliens Colonial Marines, which kind of is not possible.
No.
Yeah, I think the game is it's a little fucked. Steam is a little fucked up with its hours thing going, but
Yeah, I'd like to know how much fucking hours I put into Final Fantasy 14 though, but there's no, I can't.
it's not on Steam, so you have to.
Yeah, I don't like, yeah. But I'm sure it's definitely at least 50 hours anyway. I'm sure it's probably around over that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because I pretty much have been playing it every day for the most part over the last month and a half.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. Game of Thrones, I kind of just want to get it over and done and move on to something else. So
Yeah, that's kind of like me with Mario and Luigi. We both have those games we just want to get finished and move on to something else.
Yeah. But I've been playing. Are you done with your games that you've been?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm gonna continue on with Beyond. I'll have it probably finished next week, and then play some Sonic Lost World, which I'm actually actually interested to see how that game's gonna review now, because I think it looks great. It just looks like Super Mario Galaxy to me.
I haven't heard anything about that game. I don't even know what it is.
It's a new Sonic game, just exclusive for the Wii U and 3DS. You should look at videos on it though. That's like when I first seen the first gameplay trailer of it, though, I was like, yeah, this game looks pretty cool. Looks similar to Super Mario Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much the main reason why I'm interested in that game.
Okay.
Because it looks like it looks a bit like Super Mario Galaxy, and then it had like a Deadly Six trailer, which are like the antagonists in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They're like last week or the week before, and like, yeah, more Super Mario Galaxy similarities, because the boss battles look kind of like, fighting the boss battles in this, like, big sphere arena.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So
like there's nothing coming out next week that I want particularly. Nope, there's absolutely nothing I want next week.
No.
Zero.
Sonic Lost World, I think, is the only. It's not out over there until like the 29th, I think.
There's Skylanders Swap Force is the biggest release next week, so nope. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We getting Sonic Lost World. I have to check what else is coming out this week here, but that's pretty much the only thing I'm getting.
And the week.
Yeah, another game came out today as well. Well, when recording this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, certain small series. I think it's on the 3DS, isn't it?
Yeah, a series that has been going on for a year, or something like that.
Yeah. It's actually.
What is it? 25 years now.
Well, if you're counting when it came out in Japan, it's been 17 years.
17, yeah.
But 15 in Western side.
Yeah, Pokemon X and Y.
Yes, which pretty much a lot of people on my Twitter feed are picked up and going to be playing. Which, yeah.
I do not understand the appeal of that. I really don't understand the appeal of Pokemon. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. You guys, you love your Pokemon, and that's right, and that's okay, but holy crap, I don't understand what the appeal of that game is. I really don't.
I don't know. I could see why as well. I can see why there's a lot of people really like those games. It's just like joy. It's pretty much like an RPG. You just go around picking up all these different kind of monsters, and you have to figure out and strategize which monsters are best against what these monsters you fight, and like trainer battles or the gym leader
Hmm.
battles as well, and you have to pick up a lot of Pokemon. Like you have to level up a bunch of them as well. That's probably the main reason why is like, hey, there's like loads of fucking Pokemon in this game.
Yeah.
What's the point of having like 600 plus Pokemon when you're pretty much going to use maybe 20 of them at most, I guess. But I think a lot of people really like collecting all of them though, even though they're never going to use them. They just like the idea of collecting them and just saying, hey, I've got like 400 Pokemon. I want to get the rest of them.
I got
Kind
7
of
kind
like
of Pikachus.
it's probably like, yeah, I like collecting them and all that there, and also like it's pretty much like why people like collecting games.
Yeah.
Like there's people out there love collecting games. They're not gonna fucking play those games, but they like collecting them. Hey, I paid £200 for this game. I'm never gonna play it though, so hey, that's great. I was like, okay, good for you, I guess, but I'm not gonna waste £200 in a game I'm never gonna touch.
Mm. And 2 weeks from now, Batman Arkham Origins, which I can't wait to play. Awesome
I'm
games.
gonna wait. I'd rather
Really?
finish City first. I have still yet to play through City.
Okay. There's Lego Marvel Superheroes also that's coming out, which looks pretty good. Probably will check out myself.
Yeah, Chrome's not loading up for me though, so I can't fucking look what's coming out.
Week after that, Assassin's Creed, of course, Battlefield 4. Sonic Lost World is out here that week.
Yeah.
WWE 2K14, which I am definitely getting.
Yeah, I've got it pre-ordered, so I hope it's good.
And Deadly Premonition, the director's cut on PC, which I might actually pick up. I might actually get it. Because that game was pretty cool. That game was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I actually heard like they had like a comparison video between it and the PS3 version and the 360 version there a while back when the PS3 version came out.
Mm-hmm.
And the PS3 version, like someone did a comparison video of it, and the PS3 version actually looked worse. So it did.
Okay.
So I don't know what the PC version's going to be like now. It's like the director's cut, so it might be a bit like the PS3 version.
No.
Don't know if they fixed it or whatnot.
But you play that game for the story, man. This fucking nut job story, which I fucking loved. I love that game. I really love that game.
Yeah, people really like that game. Like the game, like some people say, yeah, the gameplay fucking sucks balls, but the story's just so fucking out there. It's enjoyable to go through.
The game is broken as all hell. Like it's really broken. Like it's stupid as all crap. But man, is the game? The story is just so fucking nuts. It's just everywhere, all over the place. That it's awesome. It makes it just great.
And the character you play as Agent Francis York Morgan and Zack.
Yeah. And the theme song, which is absolutely awesome. Man, that song is great. That song is great. But yeah, that's coming out. I'll surely check it out. Surely pick it up again and play some.
You never finished it though. You got like the last boss or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I got to the last boss. Was about to finish him off, and he killed me. I never tried it again. I know what happens anyway, so I never really, tried to finish it off or whatever.
Yeah. So. But you pretty much experienced the game anyway, though.
Yeah, pretty much. So, so that's what's coming out in the next couple of weeks. So a busy time for video games.
And also next month is gonna be the big one.
Xbox One and PS4.
Yep.
Coming out.
November 15th is the PS4 in North America.
Yep.
22nd, Xbox One, like in worldwide in certain parts of the worldwide.
Yep.
And then the 29th, PS4 here in Europe.
Yep.
Which is great because it's only 2 weeks now, not fucking 4 months like it was last time.
Still no interest in picking either one of them up, but we'll see.
I was thinking of this week saying, I don't know, I'm kind of inching towards getting a PS4 at launch, but I don't know. I don't think I will.
Yeah. Aside from Infamous, there's nothing that really interests me.
Like, I want to play Knack, I want to play Killzone now, but I can probably wait on them anyway. And the only game that I'm any interest in playing, well, maybe Force as well, but any interest in playing what's coming out at launch on Xbox One's Crimson Dragon.
Yeah, Xbox One is pretty lame on its launch. I don't care for Dead Rising. I don't really care for that. Forza, I would play if if there was something else coming out on the Xbox One, like 2 or 3 other games, I'd probably pick it up. But
yeah, if there was at least 3 games for one of them or something, I'd probably pick them up. But there's nothing really.
Mm-hmm.
Like PS4, I'll probably get sometime next year though. I'll probably get it maybe around my birthday.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Infamous will be out by then.
Quite possibly, yeah. Could be. But yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about the launches anyway in the next episode, because I know Derek's getting both of them, I believe, isn't he?
I think so, yeah. He's getting both consoles.
Yeah, so there's $1,000 down the drain.
Yep. Enough to buy yourself a good PC, but anyway, never mind. Enough to go. Well, I told that to a couple of guys at work. I said, it's over $1,000 if you buy both consoles, and you could get a pretty good PC at that price, and get on Steam and download games, and just a couple of games that you won't be getting, but whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Did you see? Before we move on, have you seen the specs for Watch Dogs on the PC?
No, I haven't. No. What?
Yeah.
What are they?
Pretty weird. I think it's like you need a minimum of 6 gigs to run it.
Oh crap. Okay.
And I think also Windows 7. I think you need 60. It has to be 64-bit as well.
Wow. Okay, good thing I have those.
So I have it, and I forget what the graphics card, the minimum one is, but I think I have the recommended ones except for my processor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have 8 gigs. I have like the 2 gig video card, like ATA random like thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have that. Pretty much, I think the only thing I've not have on that side of things is the processor.
Yeah.
Because my processor's pretty old at this point now. Like I got a new graphics card. Like I got the 7850 there, which is like not the top of the line one, but heck, it runs games for the most part nearly in high settings pretty much fine. So I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want a fucking top of the range one now because they cost a fucking fair bit of money.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting it on PC, so we'll see. We'll see what happens at that point.
Yeah, I've got a pre-order on PC as well, though, so
yeah,
I'm getting it there.
I wanted to say something. I forgot. Oh yeah. I haven't seen this anywhere else, but Derek posted it, and Polygon announced it, which made me very happy. Is Sleeping Dogs will have a sequel, apparently, which I never thought would happen, but apparently there's going to be a sequel to Sleeping Dogs, which makes me very, very, very happy, because that game is fucking amazing. So
yeah, I didn't expect it to get a sequel as well. When I heard it, it's like, oh, it's great, but I'd be definitely up for playing that kind of game again, because heck, this is pretty much kind of a it's pretty much kind of going a bit what the fuck's that term I'm trying to say?
Forerunner.
I don't know what you kind of forerun to what I'm going to say about a certain game is. I think it's better than GTA 5.
Which one, Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Certain ways, yeah, it is. I agree. Certain ways, it is.
It's not to say I think GTA 5 is a crap game now, but you'll hear what my positives and negatives are in a few moments' time anyway. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs, really glad it's getting a follow up.
Oh yeah.
The problem with the only problem I have with that game is I didn't play it when it came out last year properly. Like I played a bit of it though when it came out, and then stopped playing it, and then we got around to finishing it early this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ah man, I kind of wish I finished it though because I would have been in my top 10.
Yeah, it was my favorite game of last year, so I'm very happy it gets a sequel. So
Yeah.
looking forward to that a whole lot. So
Yeah, loved it. Really liked that game. The hand-to-hand combat was pretty awesome. I liked driving around Hong Kong. I loved the neon lights and that there, and like the graphics in that game on the PC, the high-res texture pack looked awesome.
that game looks phenomenal on PC. God damn, that was a great looking game on PC.
I don't know what it would be like. I don't know how it looks. Well, I know the 360 and PS3 versions ain't gonna look great compared to it anyway.
Yeah, now we'll have to wait to see what GTA 5 looks on PC, because that's been announced.
Yeah, apparently it's coming out early 2014, which is like, oh, big shock.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
we're not making any PC version. Yeah, right.
No, we are making a PC version. It won't be out till like 6 to 8 months after the
Yeah.
thing version. So, because we want to actually get you to buy that one first. Then you can go and re-buy the PC version if you wish.
Yeah, and they'll add just a little bit more content and be like, hey, there's new content. Buy it.
Yeah, but I think there's people out there haven't bought it yet on the 360 or PS3 because they are waiting on that version.
Yeah, maybe one or two people out there.
Nah, yeah, according to the sales, I guess, yeah.
But yeah, I'll before we talk about GTA, because we've already been talking a whole lot about it, let me just run down a couple of games I've been playing. Alien Rage, which I got after watching the Giant Bomb Quick Look. I said, I want to play this game, and I bought it, and I do not regret it. It is a well, it's not, oh my god, this game is, I love the shooting in the game.
It's a fantastically mediocre first-person shooter.
Exactly. Exactly. And it is hard as fuck to play. It is very hard. Reminds me of the good old school shooters, the Dooms and the Quakes and all that, when it was actually tough, when enemies were bullet sponges and, didn't fall down at one bullet or stuff like that. So it is a very, very hard. I'm playing on the, well, quote-unquote easiest setting, which is called hard. So I'm playing on that setting, and it is really tough. It is very tough to play. It's you will die a good bunch of times while playing this game. But it is very, very good. I really enjoy it. I know a whole lot of people don't. They think it's generic and, all that. It is generic. It is pretty much a corridor crawl, kill aliens, continue, kill aliens, continue kind of thing. But I enjoy it. I really like it. I think it's a great.
I don't know why some of those when I look at some of those games though, I don't know why, just do appeal to me. I do want to try them out. Like Lost Planet 3 there as well. It looks really generic though, but I just want to play it for some reason anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to play like a really generic, bare bones game.
Yeah, it's not fun just playing, top of the line great stuff all the time. Though, like you do want to play like other games on the other side of the spectrum, which are not considerably well received though, and like you might like them.
Yeah, I like it. I really enjoy playing it.
Like there's games out there that I quite enjoy playing though, which haven't been greatly received though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a bunch. So yeah, I recommend that. It's a little costly though. I think $20 is a little too much.
I'll get one. It's like £10 or less.
Yeah, well, I kind of wanted to play it, so I bought it for $20. I don't really regret it, but I think it's a little costly at 20. So
yeah,
I rebought Cook Serve Delicious again. It came out on Steam this week. I bought it. There's more content in it. There's the Ryan Davis burger in it, which is cool.
yeah, in tribute to
Ryan.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Still a very, very awesome game. I really highly recommend it. It's really fun. You really need to.
Tricky as hell, though.
Oh yeah, it's tough. It's tough as hell also, but it's really cool. I really enjoy it. Other stuff I've been playing: F1 2013, which came out I think 2 weeks ago or something like that. I really like the Formula One series. Codemaster is always brings it when it's racing games. I mean, the graphics and all those their games are absolutely phenomenal.
So I just stopped you off there. I forgot to mention 2 games, but I'll let you continue on with yours.
Okay. So yeah, F1 2013. It's racing. It's great. It's tough. It's hard as hell, but
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and
it's great.
like you did say, like, yeah, the Codemasters does a great job with the graphics. So I think they've always been great with the racing games in terms of graphics. Like I remember playing the first Dirt in the
Yeah.
360, and I remember looking at this game, I was like, man, this game looks great.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like I think that game looked like I remember back then though, everyone was going on about Forza 2. Oh, Forza 2 is great and all that there, and I was probably the only one of our group that was playing Dirt. I played that game. I finished the campaign and I finished the code career in that game. I did every single race,
Mm-hmm.
and fuck, I loved that game. But that was one of my favorite racing games of this generation.
Yeah. Yeah, they make great games. They make great racing games.
Like I didn't get into racing game that much until like Forza Horizon.
Yeah. What else have I been playing? Game of Thrones. Talked about that. Can't wait to finish that and move on with my life. Pac-Man Championship Edition DX.
Oh, speaking of Game of Thrones, did you
Yep.
see that for the forum post with the
The
characters
consoles.
and their console counterparts?
Yeah, I saw that. That was really great.
That was great. Joffrey and the Wii.
Yeah, the person who came up with that is really great. He's really awesome
Yeah.
for doing that.
That was pretty funny though.
It was pretty great.
I forgot what the other ones were. I think Ned Stark was the Dreamcast, was it?
I think so, yeah.
I could be wrong.
Well, yeah, you should check it out on Giant Bomb. The thread is really popular. I think it got picked up by a couple of websites.
Yeah, I think someone retweeted it though on my Twitter feed, and that's why I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty great. Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus, which that's a really long title, came out 2 weeks ago probably.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah.
That's still a great game. Really enjoying that. It's Pac-Man, but Hyper Pac-Man, which is always awesome. Some new levels, some new modes, but you have to buy them. It doesn't come with the game. You have to buy them.
You have to buy skins as well and things like that.
Yeah.
And like people have modded as well skills. Like someone did like a Giant Bomb Persona 4 like Duda one.
Mm-hmm. I still can't
Shut up.
find that skin anywhere. I wanted that. I can't find it. But I don't know. I'll try looking again. What else? What else have I been playing? Volgar the Viking. Which
Yes, that's one of the games that I forgot to mention
Okay.
myself.
that game is hard.
Yep.
Holy crap! I've been playing a whole lot of hard games these days. I don't know what's wrong with me, but
Yeah, I'm glad to say, yeah, you've actually grown up now. You've actually got a pair of balls now. It's like, oh, this is a game, I'm going to put it on easy.
yeah. But you can't put it on easy, so
Yeah.
yeah. Oh god, it's really tough. I really.
Did you watch the Breaking Brad?
I watched a bit of it, but I hate watching somebody die over and over again. So
Yeah,
it's kind of,
especially Brad.
especially Brad. But I did catch that joke. Did you hear the thing that he said about Vinny's?
I seen the video, someone, the ex-Panther guy did it, was the best of quick looks, the one that fucking Patrick is disappointed.
Yeah.
No, disgusted.
Disgusted,
As like
yeah.
a clip, it's like him doing the on the
Spoken with scoops.
Oculus Rift.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that latest Oculus Rift, the speaking of scoops, and then shows you that clip. What did he say again? No, I actually forget.
I think Vinny's talking about his legs, and then he goes, "My middle leg is the longest," or something like that. And then Brad, what does he say? I think, does Max think so, or something like that? Max being Vinny's little boy. I think he says, "Does Max think so?" or something like that. And then you just go, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Actually, I'll just say.
And then Brad just goes, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I said that. I apologize. I'm sorry." And everybody's just laughing their asses off. I caught that live. That was awesome. Like the chat would just fucking went up, exploded when he said that. It was great.
Cheeky bastard.
It was really, really great. I never expected that from Brad. And then a little later on, Jeff shows up and he goes, "Well, I just got a call from HR about Brad or something like that." That was really good. I don't know what. I can't remember exactly. I watched it last night like 5 times. I can't remember what he says.
I have it here now. I have that Patrick was offended video.
Okay. Tell me what he says. Just watching it right now. Dead air. But yeah, Vulgar the Viking is pretty hard for those people who want to try it out. It's tough.
Yeah, it says, yeah, I think he says hurt my legs hurting or something. It's like, oh yeah, at least people think calling my leg or something. And then I think, yeah, Brad said Max doesn't count though.
Oh man, that's and like Brad, Vinny just goes, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah. That's funny as well. That fucking thing puts it.
Yeah.
Oculus Rift, and then Patrick just like takes the thing off. It's like, you think it was he was watching that or something? That's pretty funny. He did that.
I have to watch one of those Spookin' with Scoops that he does with the Oculus Rift.
I watched a bit of the first one he did though.
Mm-hmm.
Just watched the moments he gets a bit spooked.
Yeah, apparently he gets really scared at one point. He just fucking takes it off and stops the stream or something. I think.
Yeah, he goes. Ah!
Yeah. I would never ever fucking play a game like that with the Oculus Rift.
No.
I would probably die of a fucking heart attack or something.
Yeah, but Patrick loves that shit.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. But yeah, before we get to the big one, I guess, there's one more game I've been playing, NHL 14, which is, hockey's back now, so I've been playing a little bit of that. Enjoying it.
So they haven't gone on strike again and
Nope.
delayed it to like
Not this year.
December. What was it December last year?
January?
January?
Yeah,
or
January,
yeah.
February. But yeah, they know it's regular season, everything. Except that they're playing more games because there's the Olympics next year, and NHL players go play for their respective countries, so they're not going to be playing hockey for 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, they're going to the Winter Olympics. So
I was just thinking, the Olympics? Oh yeah, the Winter Olympics.
yeah, in 2014, in I think it's Russia. But yeah, it's that's why they're playing games on a more regular basis, like more games, so they can catch up to those 2.5 weeks of inactivity.
How many games is there? Like 80 odd, isn't there? Or something?
82.
Yeah, like, jeez Louise.
82 games. Oh, and there's the baseball playoffs also that I'm watching. Go Red Sox. Or heading.
Yeah, like those ones are some of those teams, those sports stores are fucking games they have to do, like fucking football.
Mm-hmm.
Like the top league here is the Premier League, and they only play like the same team twice, and they play 38 games.
Well,
there's 38, and opposed to hockey, 82.
Well, baseball is 162.
Yeah, like fucking hell.
162 games during a season.
And football players get fucking paid more than some of those ones as well. A lot of the ones in those sports as well. Like really, you get like fucking couple of months off a year then at this during the summertime.
I think basketball is 70 something also. So
yeah. How much is American football now? It's not that big either.
American football is what? Is it 12, 13 weeks that they play?
Because they only fucking play like from the start of August, to, like the end of August, around that to like the January or so with the playoffs and that, and then the Super Bowl.
Yep. Super Bowl is at the end of January, so yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing for Canadian football, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's probably like it's one of the sports that doesn't. It's not that long either.
No.
Well, football's long enough though. Anyway, though, because it starts at August and then ends in May.
You mean football, soccer, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Football. Yeah, here it's like around August and ends in May.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's certain Because there's certain weeks though where there's no matches played though because it's like international football
Mm-hmm.
because we play with their respective teams then, like England, and get faced against someone like Northern Ireland or whatever.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it might be just like but there's like several. There's like it's not just like the match, the league as well. Like there's the different championships as well. So it's probably more than 38 for some people anyway.
Well,
They might play maybe 40, 50 matches a year then because of that.
Formula One is what, 18 races?
18, 19, I think.
Yeah, that's long too. That's pretty long also.
Yeah, they go from March like November because there's like they go. I think because they take a little. They have a race and then it's like several weeks before another race, and I think they take a little bit of a break during the summer.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
So,
I know it starts in March because it always starts around my birthday, so that's why I remember.
And then it ends in November though, so it goes for like what? Is that 8 months, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Yeah, I played forgot the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures.
Okay. How was that?
I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last. It's actually a pretty good game. It's another tricky ass game.
Mm-hmm.
It's done in the old school 8-bit style.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cool game. The music in it's pretty cool. Like some of the levels are pretty fucking tricky though. Like there's one as well, couldn't bloody beat though. Like end boss in the game, and like I lost loads of lives towards it, and just had to start over again. Never beat that boss, but it's an enjoyable game though. Like it was £12 though. I don't regret paying that much though. It's an enjoyable game to play, and I played like got Volgar the Viking as well, and I think it was 10% off when I got it.
Volgar the Viking. Yeah, that's hard. It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Ugh.
Hard ass game.
Yeah.
But heck, that's what they were like back in the day.
Yep.
I think some games have gotten considerably easier over the last 20 years.
Yep. Very true.
Because that's the fact is because there's so many coming out now as opposed to back then. Because that's one of the reasons why they're hard. So hey, you paid $60 or whatever, 50, $60 for this game back in the day. We're gonna make it hard so you keep on playing it and have replay value and then perfect the game.
And today people have less time to play video games, so that's one of the reasons why I play on easy for a couple of games. It's like I want to get through this game. I want to see it to its conclusion. I want to see the story. I don't want to be boggled up by retrying the same fucking map or same fucking level like 50 times, I just want to see how this goes, how this ends, and all that. So that's why some games I'll play on easy, just to see them through and continue on with another game.
Yeah, I pretty much play for the most part normal. There's a few games I've played in hard, like it's a God of War game. I just put it hard.
Okay.
Because that's my standard for that game now. Because if I just play through normal, I'll probably find for the most part pretty easy. And sometimes I'm not particularly fond of overly easy games.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's probably why I'm not a big lover of Kirby as some people are. Like I don't think the games are crap now, but I just find them very easy to the point it gets a bit boring for me.
Yeah. Watch out, that guy might hunt you down and make you bleed. That guy that was after Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess I'll need a blood donor.
Blood donor, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know if you have the same blood type as me now. I don't know actually what my blood type is, to tell you the truth.
Oh man, that was a funny fucking quote. Oh, okay, so I guess we should move on to the big one. The biggest one, I guess.
The big one!
Yeah. So, Grand Theft Auto 5. Both me and you finished it. You finished it last of all of us three, including Derek. I guess you have the freshest memory of the game, so why don't you go first? What do you think about GTA 5?
It sucks. That's all I have to say about it.
It's a crap game. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fucking worse than 4. Just can't be arse talking about it anymore.
Yeah.
No, really. This is the thing, right? Gameplay perspective, I think it's more enjoyable than 4. in certain parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mission Friday, I find is better. Some of the activities you do, some of the other side missions and activities are, better than they were in 4. That side of things I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
The world in the game is probably my favorite part in the game. I loved traveling around Los Santos and playing like San Andreas, so I just find it really beautiful. Sometimes when you're driving around, sometimes it just looks beautiful, especially when you're driving along like up in the countryside and then you see the sun just shining up or something, though, just like the glare happens in like the screen as well. Though. It just looks absolutely beautiful, though. It just looks cool as fuck. Like I did enjoy. I never got really tired of driving around. Well, maybe for the most part, like towards the end, it got like, man, I have to drive all the way over here for 5 fucking minutes though. Where I could have just, might as well just paid a taxi and skip that part. But then again, I probably would have been waiting as long as sometimes. I only ever used a taxi once, and it took like a few minutes to get there as well.
Yeah.
So might as well just drive anyway. Would have got there faster probably anyway. All that stuff, no problem with it. I don't really have a huge problem with that stuff.
Okay.
Well, there is a few problems, but I'll talk to those. I'll talk about those in a bit.
Yeah.
The story, though, I could not get into whatsoever. I just think the story in this game is not that great, to be honest, though. And like I said on Twitter, though, even though I'm not the biggest fan of GTA 4 either, I just think the story in that game's better. And I didn't think the story in that game was particularly that great either, but I think I enjoyed it more than I did in 5. Because, there's the whole 3 sides, the three characters, Trevor, Michael, and Franklin. The main biggest problem I have is the fact is they pretty much just focus on 2 of those characters for the most part and leave not one of the characters to the side for the majority of that game. And that is the biggest problem I have. Like, hey, it gets Franklin and Michael at first, and then Trevor comes, and then when Trevor comes along back to Los Santos to, encounter Michael, Franklin then becomes pretty much a bit of a third wheel. And he's only around then for the heist stuff and things like that. And that's pretty much it. And then there's a bit towards the end where he's a bit of main focus again, though. But to me, it's a bit too late at that point. Because for the most part, most of the missions in that game is you're either Michael or Trevor, or Michael and Trevor. I think you'd probably do more missions with them than you do with Franklin.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what I'll talk about.
Well, I don't know. I didn't find it.
That's my opinion of the game. Like, I'm not the only. Derek thinks the same way as well. Like, Derek pretty much, I think, had, and there's a few other people as well, kind of share the same sentiments as I do. Like, I just think that way. Like, Alex Navarro talked a bit about like, he finished it there. I think he talked about it on Monday on the Bomb in the AM, and he didn't particularly think the story was that great either.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to say there's people who, like I said, would have stayed at the start, though, of the podcast, that this game's not like, oh, lovey-dovey, the second coming of Christ, like people consider GTA 4 is. This one is has a lot more split opinion.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad to see. And I'm kind of, in terms of the story, though, I just didn't think it was all that special, to be honest. Like, I could not get into the story, though. I just found it kind of mediocre at best.
Okay. Well, I thought the story was better in the beginning. I thought it kind of dragged along a little bit towards the end. Like the beginning is, it's really great. Like Franklin, the whole, Grove Street being a gangster trying to become, Lamar dragging him into stuff and him trying to back out of that and do other stuff, Yeah,
like he wants to get out of that, gangster life and actually make a name for himself and actually make some money and all that. There.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought that that part was pretty cool, and when you meet, Michael and then Trevor, the very beginning, everything that they do together. But I think after the, first heist that they do all 3 of them together, I think from then it kind of dragged along a little bit.
That was the first heist, the one at the one you go in the docks, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's the one. The first heist that they do all three of them together.
Yeah.
It's not
I
the
think
first heist in the game, but it's the.
No, it's not the first one, but I think that's the first one when you go to the dock. You can either go on the freighter or something, or you choose to see what's on the on the sea level or under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Like on the ground sea level.
Yeah. I think from that point on, it dragged a little bit too much. Like, it's okay, well, and you know that the guys do a very good job with their characters, especially the guy that does Trevor. I think he's pretty good, and Franklin also is great. I didn't find Michael that special, to be clear.
I enjoyed Trevor at the start, but I just got sick of him fucking being like that all the time. I know that's the way his character was portrayed and all that there, but it just got to a point where I just found it really fucking annoying. And I think that's probably the way they wanted it to be, though.
Yeah, exactly.
We just want to fucking shut this guy up.
Yeah,
But like it just got to a point where I was like, oh man, just shut the fuck up, man.
I think that you know, I know. I think that if they would have made him like a complete asshole from start to beginning, and from start to maybe the midpoint, and then he becomes a kitten, like he becomes, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I think it wouldn't have been as you remember, you know, you wouldn't have remembered Trevor as much as you probably will now, you know, and all the stuff that he does and the way that he is and stuff like that.
Like yeah, like for the most part he is a bit of an asshole though, but like there's only one of the sort of softer sides you see him is when he kidnaps the guy's wife, Madreza's wife, towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like well, I think around the 2/3 of the game that happens or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you keep her in her. I forget her name though.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. So Patricia.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Patricia.
I
Yeah.
think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Patricia.
He keeps her though. He keeps her in his like trailer though. And they kind of like that's pretty much the only time you actually see him have a sort of sensitive side. Because most of the time it's like, hey, he acts like a real asshole to his so-called friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ron and Weird, and like you know his like past with Michael, and then like you know Franklin and all that there as well.
Yep. And at one point, like the guy that was like the two guys that were with him, just fucking disappear. Like you don't see him at all. Well, you see the guy that's dressed like Insane Clown Posse guy.
Yeah.
You see him a little bit in the club, but you don't do anything with those guys. Like they just fucking disappear at one point.
Yeah, Ron, like, it's basically, I think he like challenges Ron to kick curve, like his business while he's away back in the fucking sandy shores.
Yeah.
But then you pretty much don't really hear much from him for the most part, though. You hear him time and time, but then, like I say, yeah, you're right, he just disappears.
Yeah. And you see Lamar, you see Michael's family, and
yeah, but Lamar goes away for a long time as well. You see him at the start of the game, and then like he's gone for a long ass time until like near the end as well.
Right, where you need to go and rescue him. You know.
Yeah.
But I fucking love the banter between Franklin and Lamar. I love that. I think it's a little bit maybe too much.
I think it was a bit too much at times. Though.
Yeah.
Like the N word was just spouted like fucking like no one's business.
Yeah, a little bit too much use of the N word probably. But man, I mean, the back and forth between those guys is really great. Like it's the best, back and forth in the game, in my opinion. Between two characters. I really really loved the mission that you go to the Grove. And
yeah, that was great though. Go back to Grove Street.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this looks fucking different to what it was like back in 1992.
Yeah.
Where when San Andreas was set, San Andreas was set in.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty different.
I think at the house they were at, I think that was CJ's house, or where it was positioned, wasn't it?
Was it CJ's house or was it?
Oh no, it wasn't. What's his name? What the fuck's his brother's name?
But
God.
wasn't it the The house of
I think it was his mother's though, wasn't it?
his mother's house, but it's not. It's not that house. It's the other house next to him. It's what's his face house. Um, what is his name? God damn it! The other guy that lives next door to him.
Yeah, his brother.
His brother doesn't live next door to him. To when you
No,
enter
does it?
Grove Street to the right,
Oh no, I forget.
it's
Oh, the smoke dog guy. You mean? Oh man, I forget the character's name. So. What was it?
well, I can't remember what his name is.
No, I forget myself. I look it up here to the internet.
I can't remember, but I think they go to his house, and that's when But you see Grove Street, you see everything that happened. Like memories of that place. It's changed a whole lot, but it's still the same Grove Street, which is pretty cool. I thought that was really nice that they put that in there.
Right, let's see characters. Right.
What is his name? You got it?
Well, there's Big Smoke, there's Sweet.
Sweet is his brother. Big Smoke is
Yes, Big
the
Smoke
fat
is
guy. It's the other one, the other guy.
Ryder.
Ryder, yeah. I think they go to Ryder's house.
Okay.
Right?
I don't think so. I think I was a bit further up than where that was.
No, Ryder's house was right on the right side when you enter Grove Street.
Okay.
I played enough of that game to know where
Yeah,
it is.
I guess so.
You have Ryder, and right next door is CJ. Well, CJ's mom. So then you have, I think, two houses, and then you have Big Smoke, which is pretty much in the middle of right in front of the road when you enter Grove Street. So yeah, but that was a nice little throwback. That was cool. There are other throwbacks during the game that you go to places and you see stuff like.
Yeah, and there's like the Lost is in this game.
Yeah.
They're kind of pathetic.
Yeah, they're pretty pathetic.
Yeah, where pretty much the introduction to Trevor is he comes out and flies fucking stamps a fucking mud hole in the Johnny's face.
Yeah.
It kicks his fucking head in and kills him pretty much.
Johnny, who is the main guy in Lost and Damned DLC.
Yeah, and there is a little part of the dialogue as well. It's during one of the missions where they mention Nico, not by name though, but just mention like this Eastern European immigrant. I think it's Lester.
Yeah.
Mentions him.
Yeah.
So it's a little head nod up there to Nico as well.
Yeah. And Michael goes, "What is he doing now?" or something like that. And
yeah.
Oh, he's retired in Liberty City or something like that. But yeah, I like the little nods and stuff like that in the game. So yeah, to your point, I think the story lost a whole lot of momentum. Like pretty much, I think halfway or a little bit more than halfway through the game. I really love the heists. I love doing the heists. Those were really fun to do.
Yeah, I enjoyed them though. I just thought there would be a bit more developed though, because the fact is, there's only a few of them where you actually need crew members. It's like, what was the point of having that whole build up your crew member stuff?
That's true. Yeah, I agree.
I think there's only 3 overall, out of like 6 or 7 or something, where you actually do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's only 2 of them where you actually use a hacker.
Yep.
Like the first one and the last one. It's like, okay, what was the point of that stuff then? Why was that there? Unless have it in like more of the heist you do, or not at all. Don't put it in there at all then.
Yeah, exactly. But there's speaking of throwbacks, there's another throwback there. You could hire Patrick. What was his name? Patrick from GTA 4. Was it Patrick? What is his last name?
What, the Irish guy?
Yeah,
Paddy McCreary?
McCreary. Yeah, he's a.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he's amongst the guys you can hire for. I think it's driving, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, jeez, I didn't notice that. If that's the case, I didn't know.
Yeah, he's in there. First heist you do, he's among the people, which was pretty cool. I was like, hey, it's Patrick! This is freaking out. That's awesome. Same thing when I saw Johnny. Hey, it's Johnny. Wow, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. But, yeah, I agree also for the heist thing that, the crew members are kind of stupid that you have that in there and you barely don't use them. Like, hey, you can level them up. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you get 25% each time they go through a successful heist and they survive.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's different stats with them, though. Like, hey, this guy might be crap, though, but he takes a less bit of a cut as well. But there's this guy who's a bit more experienced, but he takes a bigger percentage cut.
Yeah. You know the one that you do in the building when you're escaping? It's on fire. When you're as fireman. Did one of your crew members die at that point? Like he went down and they left him there and they left?
I think so.
I wasn't sure if that was scripted or if that happened because the guy sucked. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but that was one of the ones you didn't choose anyone anyway, though, think.
You sure?
As far as if I can remember, I don't know.
I think you had to choose.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did though, because that was the fire roof entry or the
Yeah.
That was right. Yeah.
I think you had to choose a gunman or something. So.
Yeah, I think he went down. Yeah, I think yeah. I forget. I think one of them went down now.
Because I hadn't lost anybody in any heist so far. So I was wondering if that was scripted because they kind of stop and say, hey, he's down, no, and then, they continue on. And I wasn't sure if that was scripted or not. But anyway. Yeah, I agree with you for the heist part. For the most part, the missions are really cool. Like, they're really, really fun to do. Especially when Trevor, he's chasing that plane and he just fucking crashes into it. That was a great mission. That was so awesome. Such an awesome mission. Yeah. I love that mission.
And there's one as well, though. Even like instead when you have to jump on the train, though, and I have loved the little wee nod back as well there as well. What the little wee karma things at the end of the mission.
Yeah.
It said better than CJ.
Yeah.
Because of the mission in that game, we have to chase a train and jump on it as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember that in San Andreas.
Man, I had all sorts of problems climbing on that fucking train.
It took me a few fucking times as well because I land on it though and I got land on it and then just fucking fall off. I was like, oh come on, can I just cut their cutscene there?
Yeah, it has to cut to there.
And then I realised you actually have to drive on long. I was like, oh fuck's sake, and luckily I didn't. Like once I got on it all right and then I had to drive, I didn't fall off. I just like trying to get on it though.
Yeah, it's pretty much a straight line when you're on it.
Yeah.
Just turning just slightly, but getting on it, oh my god, that was tough. Holy crap. I kept smashing into the train.
Yeah, and the mission where you have to escape with the plane, like the first the first mission you use a plane.
And you have to land it.
No, fuck! I remember having all sorts of problems trying to control that at first.
Oh, yeah.
It took me a few times to do that fucking one.
I couldn't land. I basically could not land that fucking plane. They ask you to land at that place where that spot, and it took me I don't know how many times to land correctly.
And the thing is, I found it funny as well. I was like, oh man, this is a bit tricky to control, and yet he's the most experienced one of flying.
Yeah, that's another thing. I like the special moves that each character has. Like, Franklin, it's great. He has a driving thing, which is very handy. You have Michael, who has bullet time. But Trevor's thing is fucking useless. I don't know.
It's just basically like rage mode, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty much kind of thing similar to when he has his rampage missions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much like that.
Yeah. That's fucking useless to me during a mission.
I actually forgot to use it all about after a while though. I used it like for the first few missions as his, but I actually completely forgot about it though.
Mm-hmm.
But like I used I did use Franklin's and Michael's.
Yeah.
Ones from time to time though. It's like sometimes I just completely forgot about them though. I just forgot that they were there.
I didn't even know how to use them until I watched a quick look. Like, I did most of the beginning of that game without using anything.
Don't they tell you though how to do it though? Like I think they did tell you
Well,
though.
that's another thing. The fucking pop-ups that appear on the top left appear while you're doing a mission. So you're trying to concentrate on the map, you're trying to concentrate on your driving, and then you have these things that appear at the top, boop, boop, and then you're trying to read them, and you're, oh, I gotta read here, okay, well, I think that's very, very badly made. That's
I
very
think the
badly made.
GPS in that game's pretty bad as well.
No. I couldn't even read most of the text that appeared. It was small, and I couldn't even read what was written. So, that's a complaint that I have with the game, pretty much. As contrary to you, I don't think Franklin is a useless character. I really enjoy him.
I enjoyed him though, but the fact is, the story doesn't go anywhere with him though. After a point, that's the problem I had.
Yeah.
Like he just becomes a bit of a third wheel though. It's not like say he's a useless, he's like a crap character or anything like that. I just wish I did more with him, because at a certain point in that game, it just pretty much becomes the Michael and Trevor show.
Oh yeah. Well, it's pretty
That's
much
the
around those two.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. I wish that this focused a bit more. Like, hey, have Michael and Trevor have their sort of thing though, but hey, have Franklin along with the ride as well though. But yeah, there's only parts of that game that happen, so very few though, but they do happen.
Well, Franklin has the bounty hunter missions and
Yeah, the assassination.
yeah, and a couple of
Which
things.
I did all of them.
Yeah, me too.
And I did the first few of the bail bond ones with Trevor, where he has to capture these guys and bring them back to that big flippin' fat ugly ass woman.
Oh, I haven't done any of those. I didn't do any of them.
Mod.
No.
Yeah, I did some of the side missions though, but not like all of them though. Like I did them. I did the first few of the Minutemen, which is like the border patrol guys. I did all of the paparazzi ones.
Paparazzi, I did.
I
Yeah.
did all of the assassination ones. I did a few of the celebrity souvenir ones for those the English couple.
Yeah. That's
I
pretty
think
good.
that's all of them. And like I did a few of the Rampage ones, so I don't know if there's. I think there's other ones as well. There's other little missions as well. There's actually only missions that are only available if you buy certain properties as well.
Yeah.
Which I think was the same way with San Andreas, if I remember.
Yeah, I did a couple of missions. I bought a bar as Franklin. A bar that's like in the countryside there. And then they
Okay.
kept calling me, hey, there's trouble at the bar, and you have to go down and shoot, like bikers or stuff like that.
All right.
A
But
day.
that's like kind of yeah.
Like,
There's
it's
all-
not a mission, like you're not going to meet somebody and,
Yeah, but there's like I think there is certain point like there was in San Andreas where you bought this place.
Mhm.
Like I think like in one of the ones in San Andreas when I think you buy like the zero stores, like the one store with zeros in it.
Mhm.
You know, the geeky guy. I think
Yeah.
you buy it and you unlock his missions in San Fierro.
Mhm. Which were,
Yeah, because they were pretty much use the little remote control plane.
Oh,
wasn't
fuck
it?
yeah, that
For
was
the
hard.
most part.
That was hard shit. That was some hard missions. But yeah. I don't know. I did what was it called? Like the random ones. I did a couple of them that pop up, but it's,
Yeah, the random events. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much the same thing over and over. For me anyway. So I didn't really do a whole lot of them.
Yeah, I just did a few of them. I did pretty much whenever they sort of popped up sometimes, and I always like whenever I see a lot of the security trucks, I always tend to bust them
Yeah,
open and
I did
get the
that.
money.
Mhm. Those are pretty tough also, because you have the cops.
Yeah, I remember the first one I came across though, and fucking killed like the security guards, and then like escaped from the police, and then I had to shoot the fucking doors. Like, what? Where do I have to shoot this? Because I kept fucking shooting and shooting and shooting at the doors. Like, oh, you have to shoot at the center.
Mhm.
But this is before I had like sticky bombs and that there, and then I had sticky bombs like for I think all the other ones I had. It's like, oh, just throw the back of the door and then just blow it open.
Yep. A couple of them I waited until they were inside and just got in the truck and drove away. Brought the truck somewhere else and popped open the doors. Well, yeah, I mean, so some of those missions are touch and go. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are meh. you know.
Yeah, like the one I mentioned before to you, like it was last week.
Hmm.
The one I was driving on the countryside and then seen this bride coming down and from this church. And she says like, I don't want to marry him. Can you take me away? And I was like I was in Franklin on the motorcycle and I said, well, they're not gonna get in that. I was like, yeah, and I just like drove on. So I was like, fuck you then. You don't want to get married though, but you're pretty much
Asking for, you know.
you're hesitant to getting on this motorcycle. It's like, yep, it's good luck with your marriage.
Yeah, exactly. Or there's one I did, one of them, the random ones that a girl, you know, that she was doing like hitchhiking, and I pick her up as Trevor, and she's like, "Oh, I have to go meet my boyfriend at the top of the Vinewoods sign. He's working there or something like that." So I go, "Okay, I'm in the countryside at that point." And you know, it's when you're banned from the city, as Trevor and
Right.
Michael. So I go, "Okay, probably nothing will happen. I can't go in the city, but the Vinewood thing isn't really in the city, so you know, I'll drive there." I start driving there. I get close to it, and then the girl just fucking jumps out of the car, like, just fucking. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? And then all these freaking guys from the, you know, the guy that's hunting you down at that point, they all come in like there was a ton of them, and I was like, shit, what's going on? I thought that was a part of the story. So you know, I start shooting them, and then they just keep coming and coming and coming. I was like, okay, there's something wrong here. So I just, you know, drove away from there. So you can't really do that mission. I thought that was a little dumb that that they give you that mission when you can't really do it. You know, you can't go in the city and they give you the mission. I thought that was
Yeah,
kind
it was
of
a random event though. So
yeah. But
I had something along those lines as well. I forget exactly what happened though, but something along those kind of lines. I think yeah, because I think I had to pick up someone or something, drive along, and then I think the guy just jumped out or something because I was getting chased
mhm.
by these guys as well.
Yeah.
But I think this was in the city as well, so don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. Some of them are, you know, okay. Some of them are, you know, not really that great. But you know, most of the main missions were cool. Most of the missions you have to do in the game.
Yeah, some of them are pretty crap though, but like I enjoyed for a good portion of them though.
Mhm.
Like the most memorable ones are like the heist ones. Like I enjoyed the Toledo Score one where you're in the military stuff, like the army stuff.
Mhm.
You know, like the big fucking body armor stuff, and just like gunning
Yeah.
fools down with the, minigun and all that shit.
Yeah, that was pretty
That
cool.
was pretty. That was a good one. Um, I just like the way the last one flowed as well, though. You just like going into um, just going into the big safe and having to pick up the gold bullion
Yeah, yeah.
stuff as well.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty cool also.
No, actually, did you go with the subtle or obvious approach?
I went with the subtle one.
Yeah, so did I.
Subtle approach.
Because it actually sounded a bit more. It sounded more easier to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the other one actually sounded a bit more work where you had to get like the choppers and all that there. I was like, yep, I'm not going to bother with that.
Yeah, I don't want to fly that chopper, so fuck it.
Yeah, because there's a point, there's a good portion of that mission where you pretty much do nothing. It's not only till you just get out of the
Yeah.
flipping stuff where you're getting gunned down then by the Merryweather guys.
Yeah. You're pretty much
And
not
then you
doing
have to-
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to drive away then.
Yep.
Which, oh boy. I had to do the gun battle with the Merryweather guys twice. So I actually got near the end though, and then a fucking Michael got killed or something because he was like really low in health though when I was another character.
Mhm.
And then I had to do that again, and then I had to like do the drive away though. I had to that took me 3 times to get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Because the first time I did it though, I fucking did it though. I was in the truck though, but I think that's just because the truck just came out of the fucking under the bridge. I was like, no, you didn't get in the truck in time. I was like, what? I was in the fucking truck. Second time I couldn't bloody do it because I kept fucking hitting the side and then like falling out again.
Mhm.
I was like, damn it. And then I got into the third
Okay,
time.
yeah, when you need to drive into the truck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you have to drive into the truck.
Yeah, I did that. It took me like 2 times to do it.
Yeah.
Because the first time I was like driving, and then this cop just kept fucking ramming me. So I was like, oh crap. I couldn't get in the truck. I got it on the second try. So
What was your cut at the end?
what was
Like
my?
what? No, not the cut, like cut off the characters. What did you get in the end?
Oh boy, I don't remember.
Like I got 137 million now because I think one of the guys, like I think my two drivers or something. Like one of the drivers fucked up towards the end though. At
I
the
think I got everything. I don't remember how much, but I don't think one of my guys died. I don't think they got caught or anything.
yeah, I think both of them did or something because my cut was like 137 million, and I think the thing was like over 200 million. So I think the two like one of the because one of them was like slow for like putting the stuff in the thing,
Hmm.
and therefore that thing I think he got gunned down or something then, and then the other one got caught then
Hmm.
towards the end just before you go on like the long stretch towards the truck where the trucks are.
Yeah. I don't know if you agree with me, but the game should have ended there. After the score, everything is done, everything's over, and it ends.
Yeah, I guess so though. So it probably would have been nice. So, but the thing is,
They
so
have to go the GTA route
they
and get
had to
revenge.
go
Shit,
to
right?
get the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, yep, there's still some of these loose points, so have to be taken care of. And there you have three options. You can go with the FAB and decide to kill Trevor. You can follow Devin Weston and decide to kill Michael. Or say you pretty much say fuck you both and go and gun these guys down and amongst other people.
Hmm.
Which I was thinking for the longest time I want to go with A, but I decided to go with C.
Yeah, I went with C. Oh, I didn't hesitate. I said, "Yep, gonna protect my boys." And I'm going with C. No matter how annoying and unlikable Trevor is, he's still my boy. So I'm gonna protect him. So I went with C. And then you take revenge on everybody in the game.
Yes, you go and kill Chang. I threw a sticky bomb at his car and blew him up.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Because that's actually one of the requirements.
Yeah,
Then you have to go and kill flipping Steve Haynes on the first wheel. I killed him with a sniper rifle headshot.
that was easy. That was very
I
easy.
loved the I just loved when it just cut to him. It's like they just see the fucking blood.
Hmm.
And then the camera guys go, "Oh my god, he got shot!"
Yeah, that was the easiest one of all, honestly.
Yeah, and then you go and have to kill what the fuck's this guy's Stretch.
Stretch, yeah.
I think it's like you have to kill him with a melee attack was one of the requirements, and it's like yeah, screw that because there was like a bunch of people there.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll
I
just
did.
gun him down. Fuck that.
I just got out of the car and rocket launched. Bang! Goodbye, I'm out.
And then I think yeah, but that's like after the battle you have at the foundry.
Hmm.
You have to shoot off a bunch of guys there as well,
Yeah.
which I think took me twice. I think or 2 or 3 times
Yeah,
to do that.
that was pretty. No, it took me one. I did it in one shot, but it was tough. I was close to dying. Yeah, with Michael once, but I didn't die. When I'm close to dying, I switch. I usually switch to another person,
Mm,
and the NPC takes care of it. So
mm. That wasn't the case so with me without this big score mission because I just switched on a character and Michael died.
yeah, that was a fucking tough one. That one and the one that Trevor goes to see what happened to what's his face.
Brad North Yankton.
Yeah, in North
Oh
Yankton.
man.
Yeah. That took me, I think, 5 or 6 tries.
Yeah.
That's really fucking hard. That is
Yeah,
hard.
you know from experience, you know from me because I was talking to you when I was doing that
Yeah,
mission
exactly.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mission was pretty annoying.
God damn, was that hard. Oh. The driving away was that bad, but Jesus Christ. The shooting thing, oh my God.
I'm not really a big fan of the shooting in this game either, especially the fact is your reticule is a fucking white dot.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really bad.
That is probably, yeah, it couldn't be little crosshair or something, because the fact is, sometimes it's very hard to see where that dot is.
Yeah. And people say, oh, there's lock on. Yeah, fuck you. That doesn't even matter.
I used the assisted aiming anyway,
I
because no
did, yeah.
fucking way was I using free aim for that shit. Even though Patrick Klepek thinks otherwise, he says, screw that, I'm not fucking doing that with a small fucking ass dot.
Yeah, me neither. If you give me a reticle, okay, I'll use free aim. No problem. But fuck, no, you give me that little tiny little fucking dot. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I think it switches to like a red X or something if you're like aiming at the head or
A
something.
tiny red X that you can barely see. But yeah, it does. So, and most missions it's like, get 15 headshots. Okay. Well.
Sometimes it did do that though, because usually you just have to like lock onto them and then just like aim up a little and then you get them pretty much.
Yeah, but when there's 25 people around you shooting at you, I don't think you...
Yeah, sometimes I just like, do like lock on, shoot, like pretty much, like kind of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Lock on, shoot, go away, lock on, shoot, go away, lock on, shoot,
Exactly.
etc.
And as you go along in the game, the enemies become bullet sponges. So you have to shoot them like 2 or 3 times before they go down.
Yeah, that was one of the things I hated sometimes as well, where I shot them and it went down and I was like, oh great, and then I see them get and I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Especially in
And
that
sometimes
part.
it did.
I was like, fuck, come on. I shot you. God damn it. And he's back up and pow, shoots you. That fucking sucks. I really didn't like that at all. So, give me a big fucking crosshair and I'll be fine. So, yep, did not like that one bit. So, anything else?
I don't know.
Well, I'll
think
talk
I
about
might
the
be-
online, but do you have other...
Yeah, you can go on. Like I'll probably remember a few things, but go ahead with the online now because I haven't really played much of it though.
Mhm.
Except because the fact is, whenever I played it, was just broken pretty much. Because tried it the day it came out, couldn't, broken. Tried it a few days later, it was working all right, and then it just the fucking kind of game just died on me or something because it just stayed on the 360 didn't freeze or crash. It just stayed on from the top down perspective down on like Los Santos and just stayed there and that was it. Just didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
And that's the last time I tried it though. But from what I could see, from what people are saying though, I was like, I don't know. I don't think this would be for me.
It's not that great, honestly. Well, it's not that bad. I've seen worse, but, it's not that fantastic. I know Mike likes it. 8-Bit Warrior loves that. Loves that mod. Like, he has a fucking house and a car now and everything, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, okay. I don't know how you did that, but damn.
Are there heists on online?
No. Nope.
That's I think that's a big problem.
Yeah.
They might add it later.
They might, because they're going to keep
They
on building.
should.
Mm-hmm.
Because hey, if there was heists in that, then hey, maybe I would try it out.
Mm-hmm.
Once they add heists, I'd probably go and try it out.
But there's one thing in that game that I really don't like is I tried playing with Derek a couple of nights back, and it took us forever to be matched together in the same instance.
So you can't invite them to your game or anything like that?
You can invite them, but it's an instance. Like, if I invite you and the instance is full, it'll say the instance is full, you can't join your friend.
Right.
So then you have to go back and then wait, and then he invites you, and then the instance is full. So it took us a while before we actually got together in the same instance. And then we got together and said, okay, let's do a couple of missions and stuff like that. And you do the mission, and then we got in the same mission, and every freaking game we were on opposite teams. So it's like you can't really play with your friend unless you need to create a crew online at Rockstar's website. You need to create a crew, and then you can crew up with your friends, and then you'll be matched in the same instance as them, but you have to go online on Rockstar's page to do it. You can't do it from Xbox, which is dumb.
Okay.
But so it took us forever to get in the same instance. I don't hate the online, but I think it would get very old very fast. Like you have races, you have
I couldn't care about races. I did like one of them. That was it.
yeah, that's pretty bad. You have deathmatch, which is nobody fucking cares.
Again, cheating in that game's not that great. So
Yeah, again. And you have like dirty cop missions that they call, where you have to, pick up the first team to pick up the drugs and bring it back to a certain point wins. That can get pretty hectic. That's pretty fun. Some matches are really crazy because you can do pretty much anything.
okay.
But I can see that getting really old really fast. Also, I think they need, as you said, they need heists. Like they need to do some stuff like in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, you think they'd have like heists or something online? Because that'd be big. I know a lot of people would really like that though, because the heists are pretty much like some of the best missions in that game.
Yeah, they are.
And so have some sort of heist thing like co-op. Hey, go to a certain point of the map, and you can like do plan though, like like have a selection of heists, and then you go, hey, Dennis, you go and steal outfits here. Derek, you go pick up the vehicle here,
Mm-hmm.
and I go and pick up this other thing here, and then we can drive back to this like point, and then prepare for the heist, and then if say hey, if we're too short, hey, we go and get some other person or something
Yeah.
to join us, and then go to this point and then do the heist.
Or everybody gets together and does all the checkpoints. Like we all get together and we go steal, let's say, a cop van or something, and we get together.
Yeah, that's what I was just basically saying there.
So yeah, heists would be great. I think I read somewhere that Rockstar wants to do that because it would be fucking stupid if they didn't. Quite honestly.
No, yeah,
So
'cause, hey,
well, they're probably waiting for everything to be stable to push some new
okay.
content online because things were not stable at all for the
Yep.
first week. So
I think some people are still having problems though.
yeah, one of my friends at work still can't connect. He still can't do the preparation, like the race and all that stuff at the beginning with Lamar and all that. He still
Yeah.
can't do that. He says, I can't do it. I can't connect. I wait and wait and wait, and I don't get on. I can't work. I can't do it. He's like, I want to play with you, but I can't. I can't do that thing. So like that sucks as hell. It's been what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, 2 weeks next week coming.
Yeah. So it's like, geez, you'd think they'd fixed everything. And there were some points where they just fucking erased everything from your character.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Pretty much people lost all their progress, which is like, yep, not so good there, Rockstar.
Like I bought some clothes. Like the first night I played by myself, I bought a whole lot of clothes for my guy. Like had decked him out really nice, really sharp. I was like, man, he looks really cool. Go on. Well, not the next day, but maybe 2 or 3 days afterwards, and he lost all of his clothes. I didn't have his clothes anymore. I was like, what the fuck? Come on.
He was naked.
Well, he had his, because you start off with, I guess,
Oh
standard clothes.
yeah.
So he had his standard clothes. He didn't have that great jacket I bought him and his hat and glasses and all that. I was like, fuck, man, come on. So I had to go buy, and they weren't in a closet or anything. I had to go buy them again. I was like, well,
Oh
that
God.
sucks. That sucks. So I know some people, like Mike, like we're talking about Mike. He has his house and his cars and his garage and all that stuff. That could be pretty interesting. Like if I had my house, I could invite my crew over.
I also heard as well that if you don't play for a while, your stats and all that they're detract.
I don't know. I wouldn't know about that. I don't know. Could be. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, yeah, would it reduce though? So hey, like you might have good cheating and all that there, but hey, if you haven't played this for a couple of weeks, that goes down, which kind of is a bit annoying, I guess, in a way though, because hey, you're not gonna solely like some people probably solely play this game for a while though, but hey, not most of us are not gonna do that. Like some people are not even gonna touch the online. It's like, hey, I just want to play the main game, and that's it.
I don't know. The online has potential. Like, it has potential to be something really awesome. I can see Rockstar, if they put the work in it that they say they're going to put, into that thing, it could become really awesome.
The money.
Oh, yeah, they have the money, of course. Of course. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm talking about it, and I kind of want to go play some after this. Just maybe we could get together and play some. It should work for you now. I would be surprised if it didn't work for you. But
yeah,
we should, try some out. Go online and.
Do you have your headset now?
Yeah, I have my headset.
Okay.
So we could go play some.
Yeah, I might try it though afterwards. Let's wait and see here. Let's just see how I feel. In 10 minutes time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, my opinion. I mean, Grand Theft Auto. At first, I was like, man, this is a great game. This is awesome and really. And the more I played of it, I was like, I'm not sure. I was like, And as you said, the story is kind of really, really loses a whole lot of momentum. Like pretty much halfway, it like goes downhill, and the whole revenge thing at the end, I was like, come on.
Yeah, the fact is, there's only I can see why they want to go after Davin West and all that there, because he encountered those problems for a good part of the game though, like Steve Haynes and that there, but like Chang and fucking Stretch, like okay, they're only there once and you go kill them, like why?
Exactly.
They're not even fucking really like, hey, if you did a few missions or something, like you only did a few missions as Trevor with the guy's son.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the guy's son and his translator was about though, but that's pretty much it. And then he comes and kidnaps Michael though. So I guess that's probably one of the reasons why they're, I guess.
But fucking Stretch? Really?
Yeah. Because they screwed him over though for a little deal there at the Grove Street, and that was pretty much it. So yeah. But yeah. I went with it anyway though, but I don't know.
It's like, hey, let's go kill everybody that, wronged us.
Screwed us over.
It's like, god damn it, every fucking GTA.
Yeah, Devin Western I can guess, but because they screwed him over, Franklin and that got the cars from him, and they just pretty much fucking screwed them by not paying them. Steve Haynes, I want to fucking shoot that guy because he was a real fucking asshole.
Yeah. I love that mission where you, as Michael, when you go to the airport, and his assistant or secretary.
Oh, Devin Westerns, Devin
Westerns, yeah.
Goes to the fucking
it's awesome. Man, that was great.
Stands there and goes to fucking suck to the bloody propellers.
And then Michael goes, whoa, 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 something like that.
Yeah.
That was really, really great. There's some missions in that game that were absolutely amazing. I mean, really, really awesome. Really great missions. There are some that were like, I
enjoyed that one though, just driving around the airport though, but I think it took me twice though, because there's one point again I fucking screwed up a bit. And then it was just shortly before she stopped though. I think she just stopped though and I crashed there and I had to drive. I was like, oh, she got away. I was like, okay, I seen a dot there, she wasn't moving. And then I realized that when the next time I did, she goes into the building. Yeah,
that happened to me too. Exactly the same thing. So
I had to do it.
I was like, where the fuck is she? He was driving around and what the hell? And then, you lost her. What?
Yeah, I just love driving around and all the fucking cars, getting police cars fucking wiping out and all that. That was pretty cool. Especially the fucking plane coming down and taking out a few of the police cars as well.
Yeah, that was great. That cinematic part, that was really awesome.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Call of Duty. I was like, Jesus, it's Call of Duty now.
Grand Theft Duty.
Yeah. But yeah, some missions are really awesome, but some of them are. And the revenge thing, I know it's Grand Theft Auto, and every fucking Grand Theft Auto finishes that way. But I'm like, why do this in this one? You could have just finished with the heist and that's it. The guys move out of Los Santos and go somewhere else in the world or whatever, Liberty City or whatever,
Vice City.
Vice City, which we haven't heard from in a long time. They could move to Vice City and stuff like that. I don't know, but the whole, okay, let's have revenge on everybody. I was kind of, okay, whatever. And the way that they killed the last guy at the end, shoving the car over the cliff, I was like, okay.
Yeah, Devin West.
Very, very anticlimactic, but whatever.
Yeah, the ending of that game wasn't all that great anyway.
No, the ending was pretty lame. Pretty lame. And I don't think they've announced any DLC, right?
Nah, they probably will do some anyway. It'll probably be like side story stuff like they did with 4.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, some great stuff, some stuff that was meh. So.
Yeah, like I said, there's stuff in the game I like though. Other stuff not so much though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it deserves really great praisal now.
No.
Like some people have given it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still think it's a tad overrated though, but not to the point of where 4 was, because there's people out there who kind of feel the same way
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. But there's other ones who think again, just, oh my god, this is the greatest game of this generation. It's the greatest game of this year.
Nope.
Far from it.
Nope. But yeah, the soundtrack, I forgot to mention the soundtrack. Soundtrack is much better in this game than it was in 4. 4 was horrible, but this game has some pretty good music. Pretty good tunes.
I think the only song I remember from 4 is that Kanye West one, what they used for the trailer.
Yeah.
Flashing lights.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, it wasn't the trailer.
No, it wasn't the trailer.
IGN video review used it actually.
Yeah.
So they did.
That's
it's like, yeah, I think that's the only song from that game I remember.
I remember a couple of them, but
so that goes to show how memorable that soundtrack was for me.
yeah, mostly underground crap. The DLC was better.
Yeah, and I found the talk stuff in this one pretty lame as well.
Mm-hmm. But
like Laszlo's in it and all that there, but his stuff, it's like that fucking, like his little Shadowsphere thing is like fucking I think 10-15 minutes tops.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really short as well.
But he has a more prominent role in this one, though.
Yeah, we actually see as a character.
Yeah.
He's in a few missions, which they're just fucking stupid as hell, but they're pretty funny though.
Yeah.
The way Michael fucking pierces him and all that.
Yeah, the tattoos and all that.
And tattoos a fucking dick on his chest.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. But yeah, it's a great game. Not my favorite game of the year, but it is pretty good. It's probably in my top 5, I would say. But yeah.
Probably top 10, but I'll have to wait and see. There's some games though I might get knocked out though, but it'll probably be in the lower end of the top 10 for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, not sure. Like I said, I enjoyed playing it though. I'd probably give it around. If I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it maybe like 8 or so.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. 8.
Yeah.
Exact same thing. And the online will probably a 4, 5. So.
It got a 7 there in GameSpot.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it did.
GameSpot, who dropped their 0.5.
Yeah. Which is probably the best though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But yeah, all in all, still BioShock Infinite is my favorite game of the year. Still wasn't beaten. I thought it would probably beat it, but nope.
Nope. Saints Row 4 didn't do it.
Nope.
GTA 5 didn't do it.
Nope. But Watch Dogs did it? Who knows?
Yeah, I think that's probably the only game in contention now for yourself.
Unless WWE 2K14 is fucking amazing. Which
I sincerely doubt it.
Yeah, me too. But
because then again, but like, hey, 2K13 last year was the best WWE game I played probably since Here Comes the Pain, and it was pretty much solely because of the Attitude Era mode.
yeah, and
because I played little else outside of that.
And WrestleMania mode looks awesome this year, so I mean there are some matches that I've heard that are on there that I just go ugh, but
like what?
The Miz and John Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah, really?
That's on there.
That sucked.
Instead of Undertaker Shawn Michaels, I think.
Oh, you mean Undertaker Triple H?
No, wasn't it?
Well, Undertaker Shawn Michaels fought twice.
Yeah.
25 and 26. John Cena and Miz was 27. And that was the second pretty much encounter of Triple H and Undertaker.
Oh, was it? 27?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that. Longer ago than that.
No, it's 27. It's 25, 26 he fought Michaels. 27, 28 he fought Triple H.
Okay.
And then he fought CM Punk this year. So chances are he'll probably face CM Punk again. Be 29, 30, and it's like he continue on his fucking two match WrestleMania stretch.
But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward because, they've done a couple of things. I've watched a couple of videos and they seem to have worked on a couple of things that bothered me in the game. So yeah, and now you can have rivalries in the universe mode, which is fucking sweet. That should be pretty cool because I really like the universe mode in the other game. I played a whole lot of that, so well played, quote unquote. I simmed. And JR the ECW champion. That's still my favorite thing of all time. But yeah.
Good God Almighty, I'm the WCW World Champion.
Yep, I don't know if he's going to be in the game this year, but we'll see. Is he a commentator for some of the WrestleMania?
Yeah, he's the commentator for WrestleMania stuff, I believe.
Okay.
Because I seen a few clips.
Mhm.
Which this will probably be the last thing we'll see him in, though, because he's retired now.
Yeah, quote unquote retired.
Yeah. Quote unquote fired / forced to retire.
Exactly.
Thanks to what fucking happened at that 2K event with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Which I watched some of and yep. That went.
I don't know why they're
somewhere.
I don't know why the WWE is pissed at that. That was probably one of them.
Yeah, they were pissed off with the fact is, but I think everyone else, 2K loved it.
Yeah.
2K apparently loved all that shit though, but WWE got a bit annoyed though.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of annoyed, and I think they got annoyed with pretty much were annoyed with Ric Flair with the way he was acting, and I think they were annoyed with Jim Ross because he didn't handle it.
Yeah.
Well,
he just said fuck it. I'm gonna let it run. Whatever.
Yeah.
And they were annoyed because it was streamed on WWE.com.
Yeah. So it didn't look well for
all the little kids
family.
looking at,
Yeah.
And did you know John Cena's coming back already?
Yep. He's coming back on
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell to face Alberto Del Rio, yeah. Which I'm not surprised though, because I think he tends to come back fucking several months later.
Yeah, apparently he cannot stay at home at all. He has to wrestle, which is, that means he's pretty. I respect him for that, Not saying.
Yeah, because respect the guy though, because he really likes he enjoys doing he does get injured though from time to time, but he usually comes back within a few months anyway though.
Yeah, they had said 4 to 6 months, and it's been what 2 or 3, so
Yeah, well 2 actually, because I think it was SummerSlam. He's back.
He hurt his what is his arm? Was it his elbow? I think his elbow was fucking huge when he was on Raw. That was horrible. But yeah, I'm surprised. I thought he would come back at the Royal Rumble. Surprise entrance.
Because I remember that, because that was the last time I remember that there when he went away though.
Mm-hmm.
And he was injured, and then he came back a few months later. And he was supposed to be away for several months, and then he made a surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble and won it then in 2008.
No, they're talking about. I've heard a couple of rumors saying that he would turn heel. I don't know if they're going to do that, because there isn't really space for him right now.
That's the only thing that'll make him appealing in a way to some people again though, because the fact is that the character he is now, it's just dull now. It just really has gone nowhere. It's just pretty much the same stick he has had for quite a while now. I'd like to see him be something different though.
Like he comes back at Hell in a Cell, he loses against Del Rio, and that makes him pissed off. But you can see he's pissed off, and then he goes like to give counsel to Daniel Bryan or something like that, helps him out, and then turns against him. That'll be cool because now Daniel Bryan's pretty much the big guy in WWE right now. So that'll be cool if like Cena came back and turned against Daniel Bryan, and then they set up like
like that's sort of the way like I know like Daniel Bryan's a big guy now, and like John Cena's a bit like a bit jealous. Like, hey, I was that spot there. I should be there again.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it turns on him though. But he's like on her side he's kind of a bit of a counter, but underneath though he's kind of a bit jealous. So he just really wants to get back into that spot again, and then screws him over.
Yeah, and both of them are dating the Bella twins, so you can have something there. So
yeah, they're engaged, isn't it? Brian Danielson and
Daniel Bryan and Brie, Brie Bella.
Brie.
And Nikki is dating John Cena, so they could do like something in there or something with that.
John Cena sleeps with Brie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that would happen like 10 years ago. With fucking no way that would happen in this.
No, not anymore.
No way would they go with that kind of storyline again.
No way, no. But it would be cool, like they tag team up against other people, and then just Cena just fucking turns on him, just attacks him, and then leaves and stuff like that. They have to do it at pay-per-view. That would be awesome. That'd be really great. Like,
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series would be the best time to do that. That would be really, really great. Like a Survivor Series, maybe a traditional Survivor Series thing.
Like yes, Survivor Series intergender match.
Yeah. That would be fantastic.
But they won't go with it.
Yeah. If they don't, though, they don't. There's no place to put Cena right now. There's no place to put Cena. Aside from being a bad guy. I don't want him to win against Daniel Bryan. I don't want him to become, once again, WWE champion and blah, blah. I want him to turn heel and just attack everybody and maybe join Triple H's new corporation, team up with...
that would be interesting, though, if they went that right. That would be good.
That would be fucking amazing.
He becomes fucking Triple H's lapdog.
Oh, that would be epic. That would be so fucking awesome. That would be epic. They won't do it, but that would be fantastic. That would be so fucking great.
Dude and the story creator on WWE 2K14.
Exactly.
Do it, people!
No, I would love to see that, but he's going to win against Del Rio, and then he's going to be the world champion, and blah, blah, blah. And oh, crap. Anyway, we'll see what happens. They seem to be going in different directions now, so who knows? Maybe they'll do something.
I've kind of been watching it again. Not a lot, though, but like I watched some of the last few Raws.
I love seeing Goldust back. Goldust can still wrestle, man. That guy can still go. That guy can still wrestle his ass off.
Yeah,
Goldust.
How was that match with him? And
it was amazing. I love that. That was the best match at the pay-per-view, honestly. That was
I'll have
great.
to watch that pay-per-view, though, because it's on YouTube, probably. It'll probably be on YouTube.
They got the biggest pop of all the entire night, even bigger than Daniel Bryan. Like when they won, and the whole Rhodes family was there.
Yeah.
That was really great. Like people were just going nuts. And they beat the Shield, who people fucking hate. So that was really great. It was a great moment. And now they're bringing him back like Goldust and Cody Rhodes, tag team partners. So that's pretty awesome.
I think they should. Yeah, they'll probably face the Shield in the next pay-per-view then.
Yeah.
The tag team titles.
Hell in a Cell. Have Shield versus Goldust and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I'll say that'll probably be the case.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I mean, two guys with a whole lot of talent. The two Goldust and Cody Rhodes. They're great wrestlers, so I love seeing him work.
I always liked Goldust, though. I liked him when he was in Booker T back in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
I loved his character back then. It's just really fucking comedic
Like
character.
the thing he used to.
Like one of my favorite ones. He goes, it's one of the pay-per-views. He goes, "He might be the game, but we have the bigger joysticks."
Yeah, that was. Oh man.
Like yeah, I loved his character back
Oh
then
yeah.
with Booker T. That was fucking genius.
Yeah. He's always been great. I've always liked Goldust a whole lot. So. Yeah, well, enough talking about wrestling. I think we should we should end this. Probably people have already shut off.
Yeah, it's like wrestling. No more,
No more.
no more, please, no more. Yeah.
We love
Hell,
wrestling.
we did a 3-hour podcast in wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
WrestleMania one.
Exactly. We could go on
Early
and on.
this year, so
And since you're back into watching it, we could talk about it for a while, but you know.
yeah, but probably not fully into it yet though. But like, haven't just watched didn't watch this week's Raw yet though. Like I watched like didn't watch the entire show, so just like watched the first hour show on YouTube, cause I love YouTube.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that YouTube has fucking loads
Oh yeah.
of fucking wrestling. It has like all shows from back. It has like Raws and SmackDowns and that from fucking early 2000s and like pay-per-views, like fucking old pay-per-views in full and shit like that. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I don't need I remember actually having loads of videotapes of wrestling pay-per-views and Raws and that there back then. It's like, yeah, I don't have them now though, but I used to like we used to record like each pay-per-view for them and like had the collection of pay-per-views, but heck, don't need that now.
Yeah, it's great that you get
Like,
to
let's
go
go.
on.
Hey, I just want to watch Fully Loaded 2000. Go on YouTube. There it is. That's actually weird because I actually have that one on DVD.
I watched the Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior not too long ago. I think a week ago or something.
Yeah, I watched it there as well pretty recently.
Man, that guy was, oh my god, that guy was fucked up. He was really crazy.
But that documentary is so fucking bass though as well.
Oh yeah, it is, of course. I love it when Christian imitates him
Yeah.
at one point.
Hulk.
Yeah.
And does the fucking the snide thing
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. The thing he used to do.
Yeah.
When they say he'd go on tangents, he didn't even know what he was talking about. It was fantastic.
And the Spanish chap comes pouring down with the power of the warriors.
Talking about spaceships and aliens and
Yeah.
oh, he's so awesome. I'm glad he's kind of back with the WWE. So
Yeah.
pretty sure he's going to be in the Hall of Fame next year. So
Perhaps, yeah.
yeah.
Because he was a big star, though. Like, even though he wasn't technically the best wrestler, though, but he was pretty fucking popular back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh yeah, he was big. He was one of my favorites back then. So you know, he went away, came back, went away, came back, went away, all the time. But
Yeah, he went away. He went with 91 SummerSlam apparently, and he came back in WrestleMania 8. Then was there for a few months, went away again. Then he came back in 96. Had the match with Triple H at WrestleMania 12. Then he was there for a few months again. Had a feud with Jerry Lawler.
yeah,
Then went away. Then he came back on WCW, Halloween Havoc,
yeah,
and had that apparently god awful match. I never seen in full though, but from the clips seen of the documentary, it looks bad.
yeah,
And that was that pay-per-view as well. A kind of infamous pay-per-view where the fucking time ran out. It was cut off before the pay-per-view actually ended.
yeah, yeah.
Like Diamond Dallas Page and Goldberg were just wrestling, and boom, cut off because it went over their limit. I was like, man, I would have been fucking pissed.
Yeah, you just paid for your pay-per-view and then it fucking ends.
But I think they had to refund though every one of that. I wonder how much that cost them. But
That had to cost them a whole lot because they were pretty big back then. So what's the cost?
But it was the turning side because that was when sort of WWE was better than them. It was bigger than them again.
Yeah.
They were getting the better ratings though, and like 99 kind of is when they kind of went downhill
Yep.
with WCW though, and I still think December to December people should have gotten a refund.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. It was a horrible pay-per-view. It was so bad. Good Lord. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should end
Yeah.
this now though, because
Enough.
like we've said it many times before though. We can go on and on about wrestling.
Yeah, we could do a wrestling podcast without any problem together.
Yeah. Might do one in the future for people who like listen to wrestling or anyway. Might do one just talk about, so how we got into wrestling and like some of our, favorite matches and wrestlers and shit like that.
Yeah, like a Giant Bomb guys do, which is pretty cool.
Which I really enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
Which will probably be another episode soon. It was a new box office bomb. It came out there, which is great. It's like, yeah, that's something to listen to tomorrow night at work.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the past 3 of them. I should start listening to those. But yeah.
Yeah, Drew's on this week, so he is.
Talking about space.
Yeah, talking about gravity.
Yep.
So.
Apparently everybody loves that movie, and Derek didn't
Apart from Dark.
didn't really like it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it looks boring to me, but whatever, maybe it's good, I don't know. But nonetheless, that's it, that's all guys. We passed the 2.5 hour mark, so I think it's time we quit. So thanks for listening. Thank you, Darren, for joining me in this random podcast.
As always, random podcast indeed. Yeah,
Yep.
we don't know when we'll be doing another one. Probably when the consoles launch. Like, I don't mind doing podcasts still. I like doing them. I just, like I said before, not doing the weekly.
No, not weekly. I really didn't like it when we did it weekly. Like at the very end there, I was like, oh no, I really don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I got to a point as well where I just kind of got a bit tired doing it weekly. Though, it's like I just like doing them sporadically.
Mm-hmm. It's better this way, I think. So yeah, thank you for listening. We'll do one probably when the consoles launch and Watch Dogs and all that good stuff. So,
and then we'll probably have one at the end of the year as well. Go over our favorite games of 2013 and some of our most disappointing games.
Yep, exactly. So thanks for listening, guys. Thank you, Darren, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Oh.